Guys, welcome back for some more games today. HCG Season 1 main stage is the first day of competition, and oh my god, have we had some absolute bangers so far. We just saw the full game of Lakaka, the new roster coming out as well. It's a whole new brand team, and they were looking so strong. They did 2-0 versus Berserk, but now we've got the whole day today is unreal. We've got Sengal and Anonymous over on the A stream. That will be such a good game to watch. And we've also got Los Reyes versus Eternal Fire right here, where I will be bringing you the whole gameplay. And honestly, I think it's going to be such a good game. We've got the invited team of Eternal Fire. They're 28th in the world right now. They're looking so good as well, just in like this year as well. They've been taking down some pretty serious figures. They're in the winter series for Pinnacle. They've made it to playoffs, winning best of threes against players like a Vanguard, Enterprise, Apex, and then doing really well in like Eliza, Pinnacle Season 1. Like, they're doing really well this year. They're definitely on form. They had a very good time last year. They were building themselves up for basically now, and they've built themselves up in a very nice fashion. Like players like Xantares, star player material. Everyone knows about Xantares. He's got a 1.29 rating right now on HLTV, and you've got players like Woxic, the AWP, and IGL, who is just so phenomenal to watch. His high sense, he's like flicking all over the place, bing, bang, bomb. But we've also got an interesting player, M-Star. This is a really interesting one because he used to play for Yen Cherry. A lot of you, I doubt, would actually know who this team is. And that's because they're in North America. And you're thinking like, oh, a Turkish player in North America, I guess he was just playing as like a one-off. No, the whole roster was Turkish. It was a full Turkish roster. They were playing in ESC Advanced, and he has just come back over to this. Has come back over to EU as playing in this roster. And I want to actually head it over to the Vetoes now because it's very interesting as both these teams actually insta-ban the other team's best map. So the best map for Los Reyes is Ancient, and it's actually Eternal Fire's insta-ban. And then equally on the flip side, Dust 2 is the insta-ban of Los Reyes, and it's the best map of Eternal Fire. So definitely, like, yeah, you can see those first two bans coming out, and it's like, oh, okay, so those are literally the two best maps already being dropped. But then the thing is, I feel like this actually gives more advantage to Eternal Fire as they have a much deeper map pool. So they're able to pick into a map like Vertigo, which isn't necessarily one of their stronger maps, but it's a map which Los Reyes are weak on. So they're able, because they've got so much more experience and such a deeper map pool, they can play with this a lot. So we will see Vertigo being picked first, Inferno being picked up, which is Los Reyes is actually one of their worst rated maps on HLTV. They haven't won a map on it in the past 3 months. However, if you look over to the other side of Eternal Fire, they've done very well on it. And then Nuke being banned out. And so that only leaves now just Mirage and Overpass. Both very good maps for this Eternal Fire side. So this is definitely a veto, which is looking like the favor of them. And Los Reyes, they don't really play in Mirage, so it will be them banning Mirage and playing onto Overpass. So the veto is not the end of the world for Los Reyes. However, definitely... Oh, wait, no, Overpass is Decider. Sorry, I don't know. That's my bad. I misread. Yeah, Overpass is Decider. And it's definitely favors Eternal Fire quite a lot. These vetoes, they are most definitely the favorites coming into this game. They are on fire right now. They've been doing so well in these past, in the recent few weeks, especially in this year. They've had such a dominant, and they've had a 65% win rate playing at a top tier 2, tier 3 level. They've got players playing on absolute form, whereas Los Reyes, they are doing well, but they're still rated at 96 in the world. They've just broken out of that top 100. They do play in the top league of the Danish division. So they're a decent team, and we saw them. They went 3-2. They got to this stage. They were able to overcome the first hurdles, and especially player like Rixo there, or he's a pretty talented player, so he'll definitely be one to look out for on this vertical. We're going straight into this map now. 2 P250s actually out for Eternal Fires, and Tyrants and Calyx will be wielding them. Then a Molotov, a flash and a smoke go across the board. First contact being taken in towards middle, and Makan here, he can be in a bit of a pickle. Flash coming in, isn't going to blind anyone. If anything, just puts him in a bit of a dangerous position. Nade's going to do quite a lot, actually, especially on the non-armored player of M-Star, dropping him to 41 HP. And as Eternal Fire trying to rethink their plans a little bit, but it does not matter. Antares, Turkish peak, Ferrari peak right onto that player. NCT, and it will just be Eternal Fire clearing up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Rixo, he got a double kill with a nade. What is that? But it is just that Kobe Bryant-esque player left alive in this 1v2. But the HP across the board, it is minimal. No one has anything. And it is, literally nothing across the board. 9, 16, 7. This is absolutely, this is very dangerous for both sides, and actually gives Rixo a chance to maybe pick up this round. Spots out the first player, but it will be Calyx with the P250. 4 kills to his name, opening up this round and opening up the game for the Turkish side. Not my first time casting Eternal Fire, and I always love doing it because they're a very explosive team. They're a team that you watch them and you're like, how are some things allowed to get away with? Just because they do have that pure individual brilliance sometimes. And hopefully we can see some of it today as well. They already have the man advantage. This is their map pick, so especially with them being, in my opinion, they are very heavy favorites coming into this game, so they should be taking this advantage. And I love this in them, just bombarding the B bomb site with Molotovs, blitzing everything. And it will be Los Reyes with 3 players here though, but like these upgraded rifles, they're going to be raining absolute havoc. And Buzz actually getting one back onto Calyx, but it will be Zantares there to pick up the pieces. However, as I said, there's still 3 players here though. Still get a little bit dangerous. Smokes are fading now, going back and forth. The kills unable to continue in the way of Los Reyes, and it will be Eternal Fire now in a 3v1. Rixo, he'd got a 2k with the nade in the round prior. He's going to have to step up hugely here. Very nice skin combination, I must say, as well. It's really catching my eyes. But can skins equal skill? Some people might say they would. And he's got a very nice first eagle shot onto M-Star, but that's the all she wrote. Eternal Fire picking up the second and putting Los Reyes onto an eco. Nade missed a little bit and actually does do a little bit of damage to his teammates, but it does not matter, I feel like, in the grand scheme of things. They will be walking into a bit of a stack here. You can see 5 players on this CT, or 4 players here, and it is just the same thing as last time. So much utility, and they don't have anything to stop it now, so these CTs are going to be pushed out of position, and it's like, yeah, literally there, Buzz, he didn't see a single player, M-Star taking the Molotov, and it's just picking for this Turkish side. Actually, Somfan does get something back, however, 3 rounds to the good, keeping 3 players alive there. Eternal Fire, this is definitely a good start for them in this game. In my eyes, they are such a heavy favorite. they will be, I feel like they really will be taking this in a dominant fashion. And this is a good start to this. The Turkish side, they've had a very good start this year. Can they continue that now? Ooh, Roxic, very nicely done. The IGL, normally the wielder of the big green, is actually going to win the battle without the AWP, and it's going to take down Rixo. Rixo, a player I brought up as being pretty good, I must say, in this team. However, with him already being killed, that's not what you want, especially if you've got this, if you've already got like the deficit in the game, just purely being like so heavily as an underdog. And it will be this utility forcing Axon Fan actually into the crosshairs of Calyx. He does Calyx knew he's going to be there. He still loses the gun battle. Immor finally does trade him out. It's just Buzz and Makan now left alone in this 2v3. The smokes have blocked him up momentarily. But especially Makan here, like he's got utility to try and stop the bomb or get the post bomb, like to get the retake coming in. The bomb will be going down. The utility is going to rain in for Eternal Fire to also just stop these players. A flash on M-Star might, I would assume, be used just to pop this Eternal Fire team into a very nice position. Flash coming in isn't going to blind anyone just yet, and that's all the utility dispersed within this post-plant situation. Buzz actually picking up the first kill onto Woxip. Bomb is being defused. Does get tapped off, and it is M-Star to finish it off. Him and Immor grouping up to get to an Eternal Fire with a very nice 2-0, with a 4-0 lead. Immor picking up the AWP for his IGL Woxic. I assume he'll be wielding that. Yeah, it will get dropped over now. And this is a really good start from the Turkish side, and exactly, honestly, how I thought it might play out. You'd want if you're a Turkish team, but ooh, this is something a little bit different. This is picking it up a wee bit for the Danish side finally. It will be getting a kill onto Immor, but again, the gun advantage is still primarily there for Eternal Fire. M-Star is on low HP as well, but Roxic has this AWP. He's finally wielding the gun of his choice. And they will be walking straight into him, but ooh, head cleanly taken off. Buzz, very nice opening kill onto Woxic there. And he's still going to be alive, supported by Makan. He's going to be upgraded to an A1S as well, and it's going to be going out in fashion. 5 players alive right now for Los Reyes, and they're going to be winning it cleanly. Buzz with a dominant 3K. So nice from him. Or it's going to get saved over, and that's 4 rifles taken over to this next round. A round they shouldn't have won. And Eternal Fire definitely sitting there a little bit with their head in their hands. The money isn't even that good as well. Immor's on 3 grand. Santaro's on 3.5. M-Star on 3.9. Calyx on 3.2. That is not a position you want to be, but the AWP will be brought out yet again. And it's just going to be these deagles around it. Very slow buy into this round. It's a bit dysfunctional, it seems. Xantaro's on a Galil. Woxic on an AWP. 3 deagles across the board for the rest of the players. And, like, of all rounds for Eternal Fire to lose, they do lose the round they shouldn't have. However, very nice opening pick. Woxic winning the AWP battle yet again. Rixo is going to lose his life. And that's the opening kill going the way of this Turkish side on the 6th round. Continuing in their favor. However, Makan might have something to say about it. He gets one. And oh, Alex Somfan coming in to help his teammates. And all of a sudden, it's become very precarious for us at Eternal Fire side. They had everything going their way towards the beginning. But this is very nice from... Oh, okay, Buzz. Head completely turned off. M-Star, he just ruled him out of the server. Picked up an A1S. He took straight away all the info, and that was clean He's continuing his dominance, and the new player to his Turkish side, proving why he is here. And he's given Eternal Fire their 5th. They're back on winning. They're back on a winning theme right now. They've got the money. The money of Los Reyes is in quite good position because they won with 5 players alive on a bit of a gimmick round. It's super nice from Eternal Fire. And that is such a nice clean shot. But it's just like, what can you actually do about that if you're on the side of Los Reyes and like that player just that happens. Rixo is finally going to find some impact. He's finally going to find some impact in this game. I feel like he's been taken down every single round first, and Xantares expects that off angle, but does lose his life eventually. Makan with that nade rains down upon him, and Los Reyes, they don't want to give up just yet. They'll be looking to put themselves onto a second, and Eternal Fire, they've got a 2-man deficit in this 2v4. It's looking quite ropey, especially with the players so split up. They have grouped up finally. M-Star and Immor are now here. Smokes are going to come in. It's actually going to block off Rixo. So that's a very nice bit of utility that will save them. And they're going to have the bomb site somewhat for free. Over Jarko here, a player I feel like I don't think I've mentioned him at all this game, does finally come alive. The bomb gets tapped, and it is going to be him getting those 2 remaining kills. Eternal Fire put into the gallows, and Los Reyes back on winning form. And this game, it started off very dominant for the Turks, but it's going just back and forth a little bit here. And the money is just not there for Eternal Fire. They don't get bombed down. So because they don't get their bomb down, they don't have the extra $800 in their bank account. And they would have very much needed that. Eternal Fire, they have chosen to buy back into this. They really have. It's not the best buy. They've got a Tech 9, literally a Glock on Woksik, a Deagle, an AK, and a Galil. However, there is only one player towards his B bomb site, Buzz. He's been dropped before, and it's going to be this first few coming in. The players are returning in from Heaven. But again, Buzz, only player on this bomb site, isn't going to check straight away, especially with the teammates rotating in. He's going to be staying alive. He's going to be causing some trouble, finally getting killed. They know that Makan is somewhat here. But Calyx with the Galil, proving to be quite dangerous. And he's going on top of this smoke, but it's going to be Alex Somfan with that A1S, proving to be the dominant one. And it's just Woksik and M-Star left alive now. The IGL and the new player still winnable. Like the bomb is in the grasps of the CT side. However, it's going to be very difficult. I like this boost a lot. It's giving them a different point of attention, and Woksik just giving up there a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate. And they'll just be peeking kind of dry into these AWPs now. Alex Somfan is holding a nice little off angle. So I use players when I used to play on the B bomb site. And Rixo, he's double guessing himself momentarily. He will actually take a lot of damage, however, it does not matter. He's got all 4 kills in the round. What more could you want for the rotation? And Eternal Fire, they falter yet again. And the game's getting a little bit closer now. 2 rounds in it. And Los Reyes, they've got some rebuttal back. Alex, he tried his best here. He did pretty well. We almost got the third one to Alex Somfan, but unable to do so. And it is going to be the A1S proving dominant. It's going to be these pistols now. A couple deagles across the board. Xantares, Calyx, and M-Star are going to be wielding those one-tap machines. And we've seen M-Star pretty good with it so far. So hopefully he can continue his form with that. And oh, exactly just as I said, Calyx with that deagle opens up the game, opens up the round. Buzz, he's had a pretty rough run on this B-bomb side with that deagle. He's going to be getting his head pounded in multiple times. But I feel like that might be genuinely all they get so far in this ninth. And oh, yet again, actually, Xantares is going to be getting that deagle shot, and the smoke being used that Los Reyes put down in favor of Eternal Fire. And the A-bomb site will get relinquished momentarily. However, M-Star, that luck through mid, that's such unlucky timing. I feel like he could have been so dominant, but unable to get anything more for it. Rixo with this orb is so up close and personal. And he is going to take down the AK. The only player that could cause much damage has been dropped. It's just now the IGL with Deagle, no armor. Trying to see if he can get at least one more kill. That nade is going to do so much. AK has been blown away from him. And I don't see him getting anything here, and he will not. Going into the 10th round now. This could be all evened up here. Eternal Fire, they've only got a 1-round lead now. Started off so good for them, but they have fumbled the bag a little bit, it appears. Los Reyes, very impressive. I actually thought this game would be such a one-sided affair, especially like coming into this game. I thought, okay, Eternal Fire, they're definitely the favorites. However, and let's see what happens. The map veto favors them drastically. They're going onto a map which they should be favored on quite a bit because, you know, Los Reyes, they've never played it on HLTV. Eternal Fire, this is one of their this is one of their best maps, and they can use it as a punish pick. However, this is looking pretty good for Los Reyes. They do actually lose the man advantage and two there. Xantares, the aim machine, the Turkish peak man himself. Ferrari peeking, not even peeking, they just peek into him and he shuts them down. Individually is so good, but that nade actually does so much damage. Rixo has an orb, so it doesn't matter too much how much damage he does with those nades, but it helps the rifles. And Macan is good for one, flashed through by Woxic, but Rixo, reading Xantares like a book, is actually going to try spam through the box, and you can actually do damage through that box. However, today is not going to be that day, and it's just him and Buzz looking to maybe even save here. I think we might be going into a bit of a technical break momentarily, especially with the Eternal Fire player dropping out the server. Just going to check what that is. However, the retake is still on. M-Star is going to put them in the coffin. Same with Calyx. And yeah, a player has momentarily left. So interested to see what's happening over there. Oh wait, no, they're all back in. I think he left and rejoined straight away, so all good. The 10th round does get secured by Eternal Fire. Xantares, nicely done, getting those first two picks. And it'll be the Turkish side finally bringing something back. It's going into this 11th round now. Eternal Fire, they're back on winning ways. They are against a somewhat lower buy of Los Reyes, and especially if this round goes the way of the Turkish team, it could be so unfortunate for the Danes. And it might be the case. They've already got the 2-man advantage. This is not too bad whatsoever. And it's like, actually might just be a save right there. Los Reyes, they just might completely count their losses there. No problem forcing the issue. Calyx was on the flank, was going to try and catch off some players, but instead he gets caught off. And it will be just Eternal Fire now. Onto a 7th and looking quite good on this first half. Again, Eternal Fire onto a 7th here. They've got the 3-round advantage. Los Reyes, because they were able to get that to keep those 3 players alive. They have some money coming into this round, but I'm interested to see if they do anything with it, because Rixo and Jarko only have 1900, 2 grand. Like, they only have 1900 loss bonus. No one else has really anything around only anything more than 2 grand. And it looks like they will just be saving and investing again into next round, which equally still be quite broken. 2.4k loss bonus. And it will be this faster play coming out in towards the middle, just taking some control. Maken push through an Eternal Fire. They're looking to get quite a dominant lead, and 11-4 is definitely on the cards for this Turkish side, and it will be going back to speed bomb site. We saw it being hit quite a lot towards the beginning of the game, and all Buzz being caught off guard. So unfortunate. He goes out of position at the worst time, and Zantares, he does not miss those shots. He monopolizes on the misplay, monopolizes on the timing, and 2 kills going his way. Eternal Fire, they will be putting onto an 8th, and it will be Maken and Axonfon trying to save these A1Ss into the next rounds. Super nice from this Turkish side. They are, they're a team in the top 30. They're a team that is contending to break into Tier 1 Counter-Strike this year. And this is a really good start. So I feel like they're definitely a team that will be looking to push themselves over this main stage side and go into playoffs. They're definitely a team where, if it is going to be an offline playoffs, like, they're a team that will want to be one of the better teams going there and proving themselves on an international board. So definitely not too bad. Los Reyes, I definitely felt quite bad for them going into this matchup, because I was like, they are at such a big deficit. They've just come through to this main stage, and it is not going to be a game that's going to be in their favor. 13th round being played out now, a 4x4 this Danish side, but oh my god, Zantares, 2 KD. He's had such a good game so far. He's been unstoppable. Can anyone extinguish this man right now? Putting onto his bomb site right now. The kills going all the way of Eternal Fire. Oh my god, Immortal just opening up the bomb site alongside Woxic. Buzz left alone now. They know he's the B bomb site player, and I don't think they're going to let him survive. Their money's good, so they're going to hunt him. And this half is going to be getting out of control for Eternal Fire. It's definitely going in their favor. And oh, wait, Immortal actually walked straight past him. I don't know how he didn't see him. He literally walked through CT. A little bit unlucky here, but it will be Eternal Fire picking up a 9th. Going to the penultimate round of this first half. I'm very impressed with Eternal Fire right now. I feel like they've got a lot of improvements this year, and so far they've actually proved it in a lot of different tournaments, and they're looking to do it in HCG. They've been on the grind, and the grind looks like it's paying off in quite a nice fashion. Double digits should be coming in momentarily for them. Maybe it's like a Mr. B coming in. Maken is here with the deagle, and he gets the first. Does a lot of damage to the second. Buzz as well in towards this B bomb site. It's going to get one as well, so very peculiar positioning right now. 3v2. M-Star's only on 1 HP though. Buzz is going to get flashed off the angle momentarily. It's going to be joined by Rixo here. They both have rifles, both coming from this ramp area. They definitely know one's there. I'm not sure they're going to know both is there. One's going to finally drop that 1 HP player. And it is going to be Zantares and Woxic here, looking to hold down the fort. That's a very nice opening kill. Zantares continuing his dominance. He's had such a good game. The nade doing quite control a bit to Buzz as well, forcing him lower and lower. No kit, and they're not showing themselves. Woxic does miss a shot, and oh, Zantares actually being dropped, but no time as I mentioned. And it will be Woxic dancing around. We know he has so much money. He doesn't need to run away and survive. Very nice one tap onto Buzz. And it's going to be the last round of the half coming out, 10-4. If it goes to 11-4, you know what they say. And it's from a very famous tweet, Zonic, a Danish player as well, Danish coach rather. 11-4 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. It's the same as football's, most dangerous scoreline in CS:GO. It's the same as football's 2-0. So that might be in the favor of Los Reyes here, but also I want to say, very nice one-tap from Woxic there. That's a really crisp one-tap. And then nade onto Jarko, 48 HP already. And Eternal Fire, they're grouped up towards the bomb site, looking to punish the missed shot of Rixo, and they do so very nicely. Some fan alone here. He's going to have to go huge. Good for one, but there's no trade. Jarko trying to help out. Actually gets a very nice first bullet headshot onto M-Star. But now it's just a 3v2 post plant will be coming in. The rotations aren't even that close. And Los Reyes, it looks like they might be falling quite a considerable bit on this first half. Calyx, nail in the coffin, not letting Buzz get anything. And Macan here, left alone 23. It's going to fall at the first hurdle. And that is the first half going the way of 11-4 in the favor of Eternal Fire. Very nice about this Turkish team. I said they were the favorites coming into this game, and they most definitely have proved me right. This is their map pick. And we will be going to a short ad. We will be going to a short ad break now. And I'll see you very soon for the second half. And welcome back for the second half of this absolute phenomenal series right now. Eternal Fire, they are showing us why they are a top 30 team. They're 28th in the world, and they are proving us why. Los Reyes, this isn't their map pick, so it's definitely fair enough, but they're very much the underdogs coming into this game right now. They went 3-2 in the regional Swiss stage to give them a spot in this second part of the tournament. However, Eternal Fire, the invited team, is showing us why they're an invited team. They're showing us why they are maybe a little bit more dominant, and they've won the half 11-4 with players like Zantares just going absolutely huge. He has been so good today, and he's on like a 2.5 KD. More could you want? I brought him up as being a star player. He's got like a 1.29 HLTV rating. That is not too shabby, and we'll be going into this second half now with, as Zonic would say, the most dangerous scoreline. However, I don't know if that's going to be, the case. And it is going to be back into this pistol round now. Xantares here, he's had a very good game as I aforementioned. And he's going to extend it even further. Oh, baby, with a 2K. Very nicely done. Buzz, though, not wanting to fall just yet. Very nice Q250 kill. M-Star does find out about that mid lurk. So that is some info going the way of Eternal Fire. Buzz, though, he's looking to further his kill record. But it's Xantares, though, not faltering whatsoever. 3 kills so far, and it's going to be him versus Buzz right now, it feels like. Who is going to become more dominant? And it's just Xantares now, left alone in this 1v2. Bomb is at his feet. He's got the players all around him. This is for the ace, and he's very focused on this player towards side, but it will not be the case. Jarko, he's had quite a slow game, but he finally picks up 2 kills, and lost Reyes, they're on 5 now. And it is going to be this second round buy coming out from Eternal Fire. They have got a decent bit of utility. Xantares, not utility, gunpowder. They have Xantares, Honor for Mass, 2 Deagles, 5-7 and a Scout, and it will be the BX Cube coming out. And it's going to be M-Star having to hold strong here. The newer player flashing out. Very nice bit of utility, but it will not matter. Buzz trying its best to make a Xantares replica of himself. However, it will just be Los Reyes filling up the scoreboard. There's not the man advantage. Bomb is going down. However, Calyx on the backline, very nice 1 dig. And and a second! Rixo and Jarko cleanly wiped out the server, and he's looking for more, unable to do so. Macken finally stops him. But it will be these 2 players coming from this city position. It's actually a very winnable round. However, no kit is going to be proving quite difficult. Tap of the bomb, and they know where both the players are. And Eternal Fire, they win the force by the 12th round going the way of the Turkish side. And oh my god, that was unreal from them. The long-range battles will be coming out for Eternal Fire. The Orc, not something you tend to see. Calyx, yeah, like you don't tend to see that much anymore. But it's understandable, especially with these, when you're on top of ramp there, you can definitely get quite dangerous. That's exactly what's happening. Immol, good for 1 towards middle, and it's actually put into a 3v3 because Macken got a kill earlier on towards, not Macken, Buzz got a kill on towards the B bomb site. So it is a 3v3. B bomb site is kind of open as well, especially with Buzz getting so up close and personal. And I don't think Woxic's going to expect him to be there, and he's not. The man advantage going the way towards Los Reyes now. Bomb's going to go down. Eternal Fire in a bit of a difficult situation. Xantares and Calyx, 2 players that are having a pretty good game, especially Xantares. 23-11. He has a kit as well. So it's definitely a winnable round. However, they might just be... Are they just... No way they're saving this. So Calyx is clearing out middle now. And they're just seeing if anyone's going to give up a kill. And it seems like they're not. So Eternal Fire, a round they actually probably shouldn't have lost. They are going to lose it. And they're just going to get something, you know, like drop these players, drop some armor, make it a little bit more expensive for... just make it a little bit more expensive for this thing side. However... It's a round they shouldn't have lost, and it is going to be 6-12, still in the favor of Eternal Fire, but Los Reyes, they're putting up a little bit more of a fight on this second half now. And it will be the Force Buy Wars continuing once again. Eternal Fire, they saved those two rivals into this round, so we can see them wielding them right now. They've picked up some FAMAS onto Immor, Scout on Woxic, and a Deagle on M-Star. And just a little bit of nice chip damage being brought down. Woxic here with this Scout could actually do a lot of damage. Misses that first shot though. Rixo getting the man advantage. Ooh, Woxic swinging out into them, picking up those 2 kills. But Jarko trying to salvage back as Woxic, the IGL, the Orphan by nature, is going to pick up those 3 kills. Super nice from him, giving Eternal Fire the man advantage. Calyx, though, in a bit of an off angle here, is going to get caught out of position. Buzz drops him. And it's going to be a 2v2 now. Eternal Fire, they shouldn't be really in this position because it seems like it was very unlikely. M-Star, we've seen him hit some nice eagle shots on this B-bomb site already. It's going to do a little bit of damage, but Buzz here, standing strong, 2 kills already, and make it a 3rd. Woxic tried his best, but Buzz will be all that Eternal Fire see. It's so unfortunate. I think Woxic, I thought that Woxic was going to do it all. I was super impressed by him in towards ramp, and he shut it down all single-handedly. But it's one of those very unfortunate situations where it's like, you know, no one else is doing anything else, and it's just him. It's just him being the only one that can get anything going. And I thought I jinxed it, but 11-4 is the most dangerous scoreline from, you know, it's a big words coming from Zonic, the Danish coach. And I mean, I'm not saying he's right, but it's definitely looking like it might be somewhat the case. And that's so unfortunate. Right there, that boost almost paid dividends. Xantares got a dink onto Jarko, but lost his life. They tried to go for it again, but made some noise. And it will be Los Reyes going towards this B-bomb site. And this should be a round they pick up, because look at this, look at the utility, and like, well, there is none. Look at the guns that they've got. Like, this is quite bad for them, especially that Molotov going down the feet of Woxic. He's going to peek out, misses the shots, and the Molotov will drain him away. Calyx and Immor now, no armor, and one max, and an MP9 in the USP. And Los Reyes are going to be keeping probably 5 players alive and closing it to a 4-round gap. Calyx does get something back. He does get in his bank account because of that SMG kill. But that would be all she wrote to Eternal Fire with a very strange buy right now. They only had 1900 loss. Well, they had 2400 loss bonus. And we will see them with 5 A1Ss. But utility is really just not there for them. Like, it's not what you'd want, but what you would want, though, is actually some plasma. You can head over to our sponsors over there. Use code HCG for 15% off. And they're an esports nutrition drink made in Germany, developed by Gamers for Gamers. So I'd definitely go check them out. I can't wait to get my hands on some of them. And also CoinMotion, our other sponsors, is a virtual leading crypto currency platform in Finland. That's pretty awesome if you're into that. Regardless of your experience or not, you can head over there. This first map of the series of the day one is looking pretty good. It's actually the last series you'll see me on until playoffs, because I am sadly moving myself to England for a LAN, so I won't actually be around. So hopefully this last series for me will be a banger. I've already watched one screamer of a game with Lakaka versus Berserk. Sorry, I've got a name, but it will be some contact coming in towards ramp here. And it's actually going to be Los Reyes finding all the success in Eternal Fire, faltering a little bit on their own map pick, and Los Reyes doing a lot better than I expected them to, and I'm very impressed by this Danish team right now. Calyx does bring one back, but I don't know how much that's going to amount to in the grand scheme of things, especially with this bomb heading towards this B bomb site. And look at this. Buzz has inched his way so far up. The flash coming in will blind him, actually. They know a player's towards default, so he's going to be able to make his way so far up with the utility supporting him. Oh, and he gets both of them. Immor and M-Star shut down completely. Calyx, he was over towards the A bomb site, helping his teammate, but he's now going to be left alone in this 1v4, and I'd assume just looking to save. Honestly, very impressed actually from Los Reyes here, because I was looking at the pick of Vertigo for Eternal Fire, and I was like, oh, this is a big punish pick for Los Reyes, because Vertigo isn't a map which Eternal Fire are like phenomenal on, but they're good enough and proficient on it where they were thinking like, okay, Los Reyes, this is not normally a map they're good on. So we can do a bit of a punish buy, and maybe they did kind of overthought, they've overthought it a little bit, because it looks like this is looking quite healthy for Los Reyes coming into the second part of this first half. Oh, sorry, the first part of this second half. And Eternal Fire, they need to start getting something on the board. This won't be the round they do it just on the pure basis of they've got SMG, some pistols, not necessarily what you'd want. However, Immor trying to prove me wrong there with the Deagle, doesn't get anything going. Very unfortunate. And it is going to be these CTs being cleaned up, as I expected. Xantares and Woxic now left alone. It's going to be this Danish side actually probably pushing it onto double digits here. Very impressed, as I say, yet again. I think no one, specifically me, would have expected us to be here. So I was looking at the map Tito before as well, and I was like, oh, like, this is so in favor of Eternal Fire, but this Turkish side, Axon Bomb, getting stuck on his aforementioned teammate there. Well, it's not teammate, Woxic, the IGL on the other side. And it's just now Xantares left with Deagle and Armor. And they've looked so good. Eternal Fire, they've been taking down teams recently that are much better than Los Reyes. It's not taking anything away from Los Reyes, but especially in literally like past couple days, they've been beating teams like Apex, Enterprise, Vanguard, Sprouts, is looking for all team, Lin Vision, Dignitas, Tricked, One Win, Blink. This was Blink before they disbanded into that Bad News Eagles team. So it's like they've definitely been getting some good results and doing well in both Pinnacle and Eliza, if I'm not mistaken, making it to playoffs of both these events. It's two of the biggest events of this month for like tier 2 Counter-Strike, and they're doing really well. Very nice nade onto Jargo there, because it will be back towards this A offensive. Both teams trying to find some success here. And it looks like Eternal Fire will be forcing out Los Reyes here. Calyx is pushed up so close, and if they're just going to leave him here. Oh, no. Wait, Calyx has just been completely left alone here. Woxic has joined him momentarily, but there's 3 players pretty much by them, and it can get quite dangerous. Buzz here, trying to find some contact towards this B bomb side, and that could be quite a pivotal pick, whoever wins that. So Calyx beautifully baited in. Woxic, the IGL, trying to help out his team. And that Molotov always going to land at the feet of Alex Somfun. Forces him out. And that's a 2-man advantage going the way of Eternal Fire. The A battle got won by the Turkish side. And it's finally looking like they might get a win on the round. A round on the board. Both Buzz and Rixo are left alive here. 30 seconds on the board. They're going to be pushing themselves up towards these A sites. Santaris is here, where Calyx 4 was before. Only good for 1, but it's all the info. And it is going to be Eternal Fire, keeping 3 players alive. Finally getting some momentum shifted back into their favor. And this Danish side falling on the 23rd round, and Eternal Fire cracking the code finally. As Buzz finally finding an opening pick on pick onto that B bomb site player. So M-Star, the newer iteration, he's had quite a slow game. He had some very successive rounds and some very high impact rounds. However, 9 to 18, not too great if you ask me. But it will be Eternal Fire looking to come back now and get something going. However, well, I was going to say Buzz is very aggressive here, and especially that flash could have proved a little bit dangerous for Eternal Fire. However, it's going to be Immor closing that down, and now Rixo with this orb. Well, he might catch the player off guard. The jump peek isn't going to come out yet again because they did get spotted out. That Molotov is going to stop them momentarily. More jump peeking. Oh, he's playing with fire a little bit. There's a player so close again. They've done this 2 rounds in a row now, and Calyx's head cleanly taken over that orb. Overkill, one would say. And they've got all the gimmicks in play right now. A player towards sandbags. They do have Molotovs, though, to shut him out. Oh, they're not clearing him. They're going to run straight past him. The X-Fuse coming in. Zantares could be the X-Factor right now. And he's biding his time. Finally reveals himself, gets the first, and they don't actually realize where he is. They are turning attention towards him. 20 seconds on the board, he finally gets taken down. And oh, he could have been so dominant here, but unable to get more than 1. Bomb will go down, and it just Woxic and Immor now. Make it only Woxic taken down, and Los Reyes on 11th. And Santara is so unfortunate. He had to get more than 2 there. Santaris here, like, great that he got 1, but he literally got the low HP player as well. I think he had to, he definitely had to get more than 1. Like, they had the man deficit, he had the play, everyone was waiting around him, but he was unable to do anything more. And Woxic actually getting it back, putting it into a 4v4. Rixo, same position he was last time, trying to take down that jump peeking orb. Well, he's taking the jump peek with the orb. Minute on the clock now on this Danish side. They are slowly just walking up ramp now. 3 players are here. Oh, 4 players are here. 3 players are here. That's what I meant to say. And Rixo with this orb yet again trying to find some first. Trying to find some first impact. But Woktik on the flank here could be very dangerous. Buzz, though, he's going to realize that the B bomb site is completely free. So I wonder what they do with this. And they're actually going to go back. Woktik, he's going to see two of them, but is unable to get anything. Xantares, though, picking up the orb. So it's now put into 3v3. And they know that there's someone on this B bomb site. Because, like, why else would they just rotate randomly? And M-Star being dropped. Buzz here, who's doing so well. He's got the info, and he's got 2 kills. Calyx now left in a 1v3. At least I don't understand how Eternal Fire would be able to throw around like this. He has no kit, but I think one of these players surely has one on their body. The information would have been relayed over. And with the time ticking down, 10-second defuse. I think he's pretty much already run out of time. There's no way he can get this. And what makes it even more harder is just the fact that Alex Somfan has picked up that kill, putting Los Reyes on the 12 and having it a 1-round gap between these two teams now. Eternal Fire, they're taking a pause, and I don't blame them. Like I really don't understand how we've got in a position like this. This is the first pause they're actually taking out in this whole game, and I would have expected it to maybe come out a little bit sooner, just on the fact that they've lost so many rounds in a row. I don't know if they're going to be able to put up a graphic maybe at the end of next round to show it, because especially with this eco coming in, it's going to be a 13 for Los Reyes. Los Reyes will be put onto even digits. It was 11-4 half, and somehow we're now 13, probably going to be 13-13 realistically, unless Eternal Fire can have absolute domination with these pistols. And the mid-contact actually is going to come in with Imor finding that first kill. However, Buzz, oh, he's been so good so far. Can he continue his form? And oh, he actually doesn't. Calyx with 9 HP put a stop to his reign. But look at this, 4 players towards this B-bomb site for Eternal Fire. That nade's definitely going to kill Calyx. Yes, it does. So it's definitely at least 1 player dropped. Utility's going to come in. And if these Molotovs and flashes are good, which they are, it's definitely going to prove pretty good for Los Reyes. Eternal Fire, they're standing strong. No one's been forward just yet. And the AK that was picked up before is actually going to prove to be dominant. And oh my god, of course, Eternal Fire, the round they shouldn't win is the round they win. They've made me eat my words, and this Turkish team is 2 rounds away. Is 2 rounds away now from winning this first map. It's their map pick as well, and I love it. Of course, the 1 round I say there's no chance they win this. They win it. Caster's Curse at its finest. Going all the way for Eternal Fire right now. Xantares lining up the skill feed in towards middle, doing very nice there. But it is going to be this B-bomb site, which might be the point of attack for less Reyes. Buzz here. Oh, yet again though, 3 kills to his name in this round right now. He's been so good, leaving Woktik now alone in this 1v3, I guess, because that kill did come out after he after Buzz had taken everyone down the B-bomb site, and it might just be a save coming in for Eternal Fire. Woktik is actually going to reposition and go for this. He's got the AWP in hand, he's got a kit and a flash. He's going to be edging his way a little bit close now. It will be this first contact onto the AWP, and oh, he actually gets it at the first hurdle. Rixo being dropped, and Woktik knows where the second player is. And oh, are you kidding me, Woktik? The king of this B-bomb site, the IGL for Eternal Fire, steps up when they most need him, and wins them a 15. could very possibly be the last round of the half of the game, and it might be because Eternal Fire, they're lining them up and shutting him down. Los Reyes left in this 2v5, turned to a 2v4. Rixo gets one kill with the Mac 10. Spamming through the smoke, unable to get anything, and it's now just Buzz. He's been so good. 34-18. My God, he's had such a good game, but no one else on his team has been able to pick up any of the pieces. And it's going to be Eternal Fire possibly taking us to map 10 right here. And that's going to be the case. We're going over to Inferno. We're going over to the map pick of Los Reyes. And I apologize. I don't know what's happened to my camera, but it's making me look all a bit funny. However, that was an absolutely incredible first map. Eternal Fire, they finally win it. They almost choke. And honestly, it was just purely on the fact of that Woxic 1v2. Very nice. And if you like what you're seeing, you can go over and follow me. My name is Freddie Orgami Ranar. My Twitter is up here. And also, drop a follow to HCG, because there's going to be so much action being played out over the course of this week and in the following weeks. However, we'll be going to an ad break. See you in a couple of minutes. Don't go too far, and we'll see you very soon.
emotions into my illusions, break me down into puzzle pieces, but it is my turn now. I'll be a siren off to you, make me drown. Into my emotions, into my illusions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second map of this incredible series, Eternal Fire, the Turkish team, facing it up against Los Reyes, the team reigning from Denmark. And looking over at the other bracket as well, we see Senegal actually took the first map off Anonymo. So that's interesting as well, because I would have put Anonymo as the favorites, as they are the invited team to this tournament. And so far in the first day, a lot of the invited teams have actually won. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's only been one team that has lost that's invited team, and that was the For the Win game. And I would have to confirm that for you, but I'm pretty sure by and large the invited teams are the ones that have done much better today. And looking over at the game we're watching right now, Eternal Fire, they're the ones who are doing very well. They got a little bit close towards the end there. Los Reyes brought it back in quite a considerable manner, especially a player like Buzz. Oh my God, Buzz was having an absolute game. He was doing so well. Him on the rifle was just going around, just like bang, bang, B bomb site being opened up, flashes being chopped out, pew, pew, like everyone was being taken down in front of him. And he went something like 32, 33 to 18. But then no one else around him was able to step up. Zantares on the other side was doing so well. He had some incredible moments. Woxic got a really nice 1v2. He was definitely a player that, especially on CT side, he picked up the pace a little bit. However, still got a little bit close. Eternal Fire still won it though. They still ended up bringing it back in their favor, and they won. It was their map pick as well, so you got to remember. And I was talking about this a little bit as well. Is that like it was a little bit of a punish pick maybe because Eternal Fire, they have a very deep map pool. Vertigo is not normally a map they are great on. Like, they don't play it too much. However, I believe this was quite a big punish pick against a team like Los Reyes, as they don't normally play it too much. But also looking over at the roster, someone like Xfloud is actually normally the 5th player instead of M-Star, but I think he's broken his arm, I saw somewhere, so he's unable to play, and it will be M-Star actually that is replacing him. And M-Star, a lot of people might not know who this player is, and with good reason, to be honest. I feel like if you didn't have a weird knowledge of CS like I do, you wouldn't know that he played in North America with Yenny Cherry, and they were playing in ESEA Advanced. They did all right in like the first Philadelphia back, and they were doing pretty well in North America, but he's over here now playing for Eternal Fire and doing very well against this Danish side, and we'll be going into the second map of Inferno. I'm very excited to see how this plays out now. And it looks like it could be a fast B coming out straight away from Los Reyes. Immore here with the dual breath. He's going to have to go huge. Flash is coming in. Everyone's flying, but so is he. And he doesn't take advantage of the fact everyone had very limited vision. And it's going to be Buzz continuing his success from the first map. Rounding through. He's already got 2 kills. Wanting to make it a 3rd. And he might be able to do so. However, Woxic finally extinguishes him and puts an end to his reign. However, it's a pretty good for Los Reyes already. I don't see them dropping this. However, Zantares goes 1-for-1 in towards Coffins. He does trade out his counterpart, but with Calyx and him left alive, make it just Zantares and make it just no one. Los Reyes, they will be picking up the first. And it is their map pick, so they might have something a little bit up their sleeve. However, as I mentioned before, Eternal Fire has got a very deep map pool. And it actually does cover a map like Inferno. They've got a 61% win rate over the last 3 months. They have won 11 out of 7 games, beating teams like Endpoint. Oh, actually, they lost Endpoint. Beating teams like Enterprise, Dignitas, Looking for Org, the old Blink roster, Linvision. So they definitely they're definitely competent in it. Let's see if they can show us why they are so good at it. Eternal Fire have forced back into this, so they do have upgraded weaponry, and it could get quite dangerous, especially these Deagles can get up close and personal and do some damage. And Deagle through the smoke actually does quite a bit of damage. However, he's up close and personal here, Zantares. He could get caught off guard. Buzz has been dropped 17 HP. He does get flashed off the angle, and it is going to be Buzz with the AK. Low HP, but it still does not matter. Calyx and Woxic left alone here. Scout shots are connecting. One tag already going through. Calyx peeking his head up, but unable to get more than one. He had to get more than one there. The Scout had to chime in a little bit good. And it is just going to be Eternal Fire now, with Immore and M-Star left alive. They've got the 2 players ahead of them that are low HP. However, these long-range 5.7s aren't normally known for their long-range ability. And it looks like they will just be looking to save this. Keeping the armor. If they keep the armor, they can just carry these guns into the next round. Like, they're not gonna... There's no point forcing the issue sometimes, especially... what really are they going to be able to do? And the nade is in his hand. Immore, he was looking at that, you know, like, do I throw it, do I not? If he'd actually thrown it, little did he know, he would have probably got 2 kills with it. However... It is Los Reyes now with first two rounds going their way, and I assume they'll be putting a third up on the board as well. This round doesn't look like Eternal Fire will get much going with it. They see 2 USPs, a 5-7, 2 Deagles. Like, not the greatest. No, literally a P250. Immor is actually put onto a P250. Not the greatest weaponry in the world. Nice little triple nade coming out there from Los Reyes, trying to catch a player off guard if they put into they can put in the sandbags. And Amor might be tested here a little bit. Smoke has been picked up. Same with a nade, and he could do a bit of damage with this nade. There are some players behind here. He actually does quite a bit of damage to that P250 and drops Maken to 9 HP. Buzz through the smoke, continuing his brilliance. And it's just Darko here with these 2 kills, leaving Voxic and Emster. Now just Emstar left alone on this B-bomb side. He has got 2 players in front of him. He's got 1 player specifically who's very low HP. But it does not matter when you've got Buzz, and Buzz is on form right now. And it'll be the first gun round of this map coming out now. Immor, I thought he was going to send it down Banana. He does in a late fashion. Spam coming through, and Alex Somfan actually is going to win that gun battle. Very nice man advantage going the way of this Danish side early on. Eternal Fire, they're on the back foot here. Only losing an MP9, but it's still a player nonetheless. They've got a fair amount of utility left as well. They've got 2 Molotovs, 2 nades, there's 2 smokes, a flashlight. It's definitely possible. And with a minute left, and this push is really nice actually. We see Calyx and Woxic. Oh, look at this, is really nice. They could get a massive timing here. Woxic, he has to get this kill, and he does. That is very nice because it's like the information of this 1 player in towards at. There's no way they expect a second. However, that's not going to be a second. Calyx, he's pushed all the way around towards middle, and he's going to be joining with his teammate Azantaras here. And they've got the man advantage back in the way of Eternal Fire. Roxic continuing his reign of dominance here. Leaving now Alex, Somfan, and Buzz alone in this 2v4. Smokes are coming in to block off info, but it will be 2 players coming from the short and out. Buzz good for 2, and he's almost good for the 3rd, leaving Alex Somfan left in this 1v2, and oh my god, Woxic leaping through the sky like a salmon, and he gets him just straight away. Dink, I think, mid-air, so definitely quite upsetting if you are Alex Somfan there, but Woxic with a 4K, so nice. He's had a pretty quiet game so far, and he steps up when needed. And it will be another gun round coming out as Eternal Fire did convert that. Los Reyes still have enough money in the bank for a gun round, and honestly, maybe another one next round. It's because with the bomb down, especially this round, they got an extra 800. They get the bomb round in this 5th but still lose. They'll have more loss bonus and a higher bomb, and because the money because the bomb down, but they might even lose it because especially Jarko there. He doesn't have losing in his mind. He's just dry peeked into that pit player and won the aim duel. And it looks like Los Reyes are just going to explode straight on this, going onto this A bomb site. And especially with the the rotations being cut off, but it's actually Eternal Fire now lighting up the feed. Santara's only, he doesn't even get 1, and because of that, Woxic only left alone on the site. And somehow, just M-Stars left alone in this 1v3. I thought it was actually looking quite good for Eternal Fire, especially when Roxic got that kill. But the A-bomb site just crumbled, and Los Reyes, they're going to be put onto a 4th. M-Stars yet to frag, and I feel like this might not be the round. We are going underway on this 6th round now. The saved weapon will be dropped up to Zantares. And Eternal Fire, they do have some weaponry out. They do have, like, Walking with a armor and 5.7. M-Star, he saved over that A1S, so he's going to be buying some extra utility. And it is 4 players towards brackets here for Eternal Fire. However, Los Reyes, they don't seem too interested in that right now. It looks like they might be going towards this B bomb site. Smoke does come in from Immor and actually stops Los Reyes. It actually stops Los Reyes like straight away. It's a really nice bit of utility. They're going to know that no one's here, so it's only a temporary diversion. A minute 10 on the clock. Nothing is quite. No one's taken any contact just yet on the map, because Los Reyes, especially on a map on a round like this, they do not want to be making any misplayers. They don't want to be walking into the stack, which actually they are momentarily. M-Star finally picking up his first. Try to get traded out by Jaco. Does indeed. However, it is Zantares there. Straight away to convert it right back. Look at these 3 players going towards this B-bomb site. Immor with the USP. Not sure exactly what he was trying to get with that, but he does get his head cleanly taken off. And Woxic just running through the smoke. 2 players just staring him down. And it now leaves Zantares and Calyx probably just to save this and take these weapons into the next gun round. Yeah, it looked like it could have been sighing for Eternal Fire there. However, nice shot from Rixo. Just nice little flick. Well, that actually would have been very fast as well in real speed. But it is just now Los Reyes on their own map pick, proving very dominant, I must say. I didn't think it'd be this dominant. I thought Eternal Fire would have a lot more spark in them, because Inferno is one of their better maps. However, this is looking pretty good for the Danes right now. Definitely the underdogs in this series. They've been playing this banana very well. They've been playing it very methodically. I've been liking how they're taking all the map control across the board. And like straight away here. Oh, the Molotov forcing Buzz out. He doesn't get away with his life, but very nicely open up there as well. He's going to have to, because that, like, getting a 4v4 or a 3v3 favors the T side so much, because it means the CTs aren't able to have their normal precautions. We can see on the minimap, and specifically, Zantares is the only player towards brackets here, because Woxic is up in towards App, so they've had to split it up a little bit. There's not going to be able to have the crossfires that they necessarily want. It's going to prove to actually cause some trouble here, because yeah, Zantares is the only player here. He's in towards long. He's still in towards Cubby. They are holding for him, but no one will see him directly. He's actually got a lot of info. Oh no, he's actually got loads of info here now. He sees that no one is in towards brackets whatsoever, so it might allow for a rotation. The BXQ is going to come in before that can happen. Smoke does come down in front of the player, but Jaco in towards middle, taking down Zantares, and it's going to be the rotation to the opposite ends of the map, actually. M-Star is now left alone on this B-bomb site. He's only got 1 kill. He's going to have to go absolutely huge right now. XQ is just coming in. Molotov at his feet. And oh, this is so great. He literally is dying on the Molotov. He doesn't even see anyone. He gets 100 HP taken away from him from Wixo's Molotov. And Los Reyes, superly nice round played out from them. And Eternal Fire, they're on a 6-round deficit now. These Danes looking pretty powerful. Los Reyes now. They're looking to build up the momentum even further. They had a little bit of a comeback. They had a bit of a comeback on Vertigo, unable to push it over the line. And it wasn't Eternal Fire to take their map pick, but now it's like Los Reyes are going to take their map pick. 3 players towards the B bomb site, and Makan's, he just looks like he's going to hang around for a little bit. Nade is going to do pretty much actually zero to him actually. And it is going to be now Los Reyes diverting their attention towards this A bomb site where if they go quick enough, there's no one going to be here. Woxic is rotating over alongside Immor, and he will be here just in time. Rotating in towards Library, he's going to be finding the info. He's going to be finding the contact. He went off the angle, and he just walked straight back into it. Woxic, big misplay from him. Doesn't think they could be so close, and it is going to be Rixo dropping him with his AWP. And now Calyx and Xantares have been on this A-bomb site. Very nice flash from to eliminate Xantares, but Calyx, he tried his best. And now it's just Immor left as 1v3. He gets the first kill. Bomb just got tapped, so not down just yet. Rixo in towards short has got spotted out. He's done a lot of damage to these 2 players. Flash going out high is going to allow him to get onto his bomb side, but Rixo finally neutralizes the threat. And it is Los Reyes, 7-1, 6 rounds to the good, and they'll be playing against a weaker buy as well into this round. So super nice from this Danish side. Very nice. It's finally going well for Eternal Fire. They do get a opening picks as well. It's actually finally something for them. They've got the 2-man advantage going into this round. However, I wouldn't count Los Reyes out just yet. They've had a very prolific T side. They've been very dominant. Their money is so good, especially if they lose this round, it's not even the end of the world. Smoke is going to be replenished towards bottom banana, but if you look across the board, Woxic is the only player on the CT side that has any utility, and he's stationed up towards this A bomb site. So especially if Los Reyes go towards B here, and if they use their utility correctly, there is literally nothing there. One flash will completely ruin all the defense, and this first flash is going to put them through, so they're making quite a bit of noise, and they will actually be meeting these 2 players on top banana. That nade isn't going to do any damage. They both turned away, and M-Star, the new boy on the block, does finally get something going in this series, and he gets those 2 kills, now leaving Rixo in a 1v3. Molotov missed. It isn't going to do too much in the long term, and it is Calyx behind that smoke, joined by Xantares, with Woxic coming from banana. And if Rixo wins this, this will be absolutely unbelievable. He's going to reposition quite nicely towards Coffin. No one there to meet him just yet. Peeks out and eliminates Woxic. Now into 1v2, and he misses the second shot. If he'd hit that, it definitely would have been... If he had hit that shot, it definitely would have been a winnable and plausible round. However, falls at the second hurdle. Eternal Fire. They're on to a second finally. They finally got something back on the board. And Los Reyes now hoping that this isn't a continuous trend. Hoping that they can shut it down right here and now and build themselves further on this T side. M-Star definitely filling the shoes of X-Cloud quite nicely, especially in that round. We saw him playing for Yeni Star over in America. He was doing playing an ESE Advanced, that Turkish team, and now he's playing at a top level in EU. Rixo, however, getting that first kill with the AWP, quickly traded out by Xantares, so it's now a 4v4, and it will be this A bomb site that's going to be hit. Alex Somfan, that Molotov's actually going to force the player on short into a very difficult position. And Darko bounding out of apps alongside Buzz. The kills going the way of the Danish side, and Eternal Fire forced to save and Los Reyes onto an 8, but they've already won the half. How has this been allowed to happen? Eternal Fire, it's like a different team from what we saw in Vertigo. Los Reyes, they are tearing Eternal Fire apart right now. Super, super nice from them. And honestly, not what I expected. I've watched Eternal Fire before. They're doing so well right now in this European Tier 2 division. They're getting some very impressive wins under their belt. Then coming into a matchup like this, I thought it might be a done deal. Eternal Fire, ranked 28th in the world, coming up against Los Reyes, who are yet to prove themselves right now in the European scene. They are like 96, 98 in the world. They are playing in the Danish top leagues. They definitely do have some experience against good teams. However, I thought this might have been a quite done and dusted 2-0 for Eternal Fire, especially after the first map. But right now, we're getting some fight right now. And Los Reyes just looking so much more dominant than this Turkish side. Los Reyes, they've got a lot of map control right now. They're going to be getting even more. Walking through the smoke is going to spam, isn't going to find the kill, but just throw Eternal Fire, throw Los Reyes into a bit of a state of disillusion. Maken is going to be finding some contact maybe. Immor has just pushed forward by himself, no flash needed. The flash from M-Star is in his hand, primed and ready to send him over this half wall, and it could actually put him in a very scary position, Maken here. This kill could decide what happens in the round. Woxic only good for one. And the flash does come in. Maken dodges it, but it does not matter. It doesn't, I mean, not dodge, but like it doesn't blind him too much, but it does not matter. He still does concede his life. And now it's just Jarko and Alex Somfan left alone in this 2v4. The bomber's in the back of Alex Somfan. Jarko, he's had some opening kills on this A-bomb up before. He's been pretty good, and he might look to get one onto Grave. Misses the flick onto Xantares, and it will now just be Alex Somfan left alone in this 1v4. Not even good for the first. And that will be the 11th round going the way of the Turks. We'll be going to the top right now with a beef Adel coming out in full force. M-Star good for one, trades his teammate, but Dizzy trades out himself. Immor now left alone on this B bomb side. They know he's here because they threw that Molotov. They're going to be going straight through this, and he's good for the first. Actually, he holds Hong. Buzz being dropped, and it is this round in a bit of disarray. 3v3 right now. Two players are towards B, with Calix left alone in towards Apps. Eternal Fire and specifically Immor, they actually do quite well to stop the push there, because especially after those first two kills going the way of Los Reyes with only one bit of retaliation, I thought that might have been the round over and dusted. I thought Immor was going to get founded on. But talking about done and dusted, Woxic gets killed onto this A bomb side. But this is such a strange round. Look at the minimap. Calix is over in towards second mid. He's got the cross. So as soon as Rixo tries to cross with that bomb up towards middle, he's going to get dropped. And Calix, he does get expected. They do expect him to be here. He actually wins the aim battle. The bomb has been dropped. He's done ever so much more damage to Jarko with that nade. They're just going to get past him. The bomb will be going onto his A bomb site, and it's going to be a 2v2. Very winnable round for Eternal Fire, especially with Immor, who has a kit. Some utility being faked out by Eternal Fire. Calix throwing some stuff in towards Apps, but he will be going back down to ultimately meet his teammate Immor, who is wielding a Molotov. He can throw that somewhere. He's going to throw it onto site, and it might... I don't think it's going to hit anyone, but it's going to... Actually, no, it's forcing Jarko out into the open. Rickson now up as a personal with the orb. He hits the first, misses the second, gets a little bit of time to survive, but it will be Immor finally giving Eternal Fire some success. They're on their fourth. There's 3 rounds left of this half, and if Eternal Fire claim all of them, this is definitely possible going on to the second half. back into this 13th round now. Los Reyes, they do have a very weird buy. They got the bomb down, so they do have that extra $800 put into their pocket. It's definitely a winnable scenario. Like, this is not unwinnable for any means. 4 AKs and a Deagle. Coming up against quite a healthy buy, though, of Eternal Fire. And as I said, it's getting towards the later part of this first half. Eternal Fire, they did have a very slow start. They're looking to pick it up a little bit here. This is the map pick of the Danes. So especially if Eternal Fire can win these last 3 rounds, it will put them in a really good position going onto their T side. And it's going to be this B hit coming in momentarily. Fast executes coming in. 2 players will be hit to meet them. M-Star and Immortal going huge so far. The kills. Alex is actually going all the way of Alex Somfom. 2 for 2. Nade's going to do a bit of chip damage onto the bomb planter. Isn't going to kill him, but does enough to deter him momentarily. And it'll be these 3 players coming from the CT's position. Eternal Fire. They've got control of Coffins and this area here. We see now the flash is coming in. 2 players on towards Dark. The nade's done a lot of damage already. Rixo's been dropped, and now it's just Buzz left alone in towards Banana. 1v3 is going to have to step up huge. He does get the first. 1v1 on the second. Puts him into another 1v1. And spam. Oh, Zantares does on 21 HP. And the bomb is being defused, but at the last minute, Buzz does neutralize him. 1v3 going in the favor of him. And the Danes, they're on a 9th round. Super nice from Buzz. What more do you want? I did highlight him as a player who was really good on Vertigo, and he's been so good on Inferno as well. Definitely one of the saviors of Los Reyes. Can they now continue their form, and can we see a map 3 coming out? But ooh, Roxic, the IGL, trying to have some redemption for last round. Bangs off the head of Jarko. And this Inferno T side is looking very good from Los Reyes, I must say. Los Reyes, they will be looking to maybe end on this B-bomb site yet again. 50 seconds on the board. And there are actually 4 players here, especially Calyx now is going to find there's no one's in towards brackets. They can commit here wholeheartedly. Los Reyes, they only have 4 players, but the execute will be coming in. Smoking towards CT is going to block out one of the players, but the other player on the boost could do quite a lot of damage here. And it is going to be the kills actually just all the way going in the favor of Eternal Fire. And oh, never mind actually, these Deagles proving very strong. And it's Immortal with that last Deagle shot with a 3k. And for a second I thought Los Reyes were going to clean that up cleanly. But Eternal Fire, they get a 5th in the most unlikely circumstance. Immortal towards that bomb site, gets 3 kills and a very nice last shot onto Rixo. What more could you want him? Oh my god, what are we seeing this game? No one wants to give up. And this Turkish side, they want to be continuing into this. They want this series to end right here. They want to get 6 on their CT side and then power through on T side. Fast play coming out straight away from the T side. Rixo already killed in towards middle. Immor here now is lurking around the smoke. Alex Somfan does drop him. And it looks like it could be this last round going the way of Los Reyes. Unless M-Star has something to say about it, he's only good for 1. The B-bomb site is completely opened. And it's just Santares and Calyx now left alone in this 2v3 retake. It is the last round of the half, so it really should go for it. And especially when Santares gets that last kill, that kill onto the player on site, it makes it ever so winnable. However, Jarko has replenished that CT smoke, and there's still a Molotov and flash coming from Mackin, so he can drop that at a very nice timing. I can hear. Nade at his feet. It's going to do quite a bit of damage. This Jarko, good for one more. And he swings out and wins the 1v1. 2 kills to his name. That is very nice round from him. And Los Reyes, they get 10 on the board for their first half. It's their map pick, and they're looking pretty good on it. I can't wait to see the second half of this second map, and we'll see you straight after the ads. Like that, we are back for this second half. Los Reyes, they're looking so dominant right now on Inferno. Can they continue their reign of supremacy? Eternal Fire, they looked pretty good on Vertigo. However, they dropped the bag towards the end a little bit, still solidified it. And on Inferno here, it's just been the Los Reyes show. 10-5 is the first half, and especially on the T side. It normally is the City side, which is more dominant. But today, that is not the case. My name is Freddy or Gmirana. You can find my app just right up here. So if you do like what you're saying, head over to my Twitter and you can drop me a follow to keep updated with all that I do. Also, big shout out to HCG for hosting us today. This is the first day of the main stage. This is Unreal CS being played out right now. The games today have been so good. And I think this might be one of the first times we see a game go to map 3. Eternal Fire, they are an invited team. This is the second part of the 3-part tournament. So Eternal Fire got invited to this stage, and Los Reyes, they went 2-3. They went 3-2 in the regional stage to make it here, and they're definitely fighting to stay even longer. Los Reyes now on the City side, they've got a lot of control towards second mid. We can see that they're going to rotate all 4 players into CT here. That smoke is going to give them so much more room to play with. They're going to be going straight through it. Buzz, kill through the smoke, and always just going back and forth. Rixo, I don't just not even know what to do. But it is going to be the kills going 1 for 1 for 1, and I don't even know what's happening. Alex Sonfan and Jarko now left alone in this 2v2. Jarko coming from Banana, and it will just be Alex Sonfan waiting for his teammate. And oh my god, that was a very excitable pistol round. I had no idea what was going to happen, but it is looking like it might go in the way of Los Reyes just because Eternal Fire. They have 40 seconds on the board, and they're stuck on Banana. On B, they have to go and plant the bomb here. Going to get put down eventually. And I'm not sure they're going to expect Jarko on Banana here. He's going to find a timing that's going to have to sneak up a little bit. Both players in towards this backside, but Woxic, very nice flick onto Jarko's head, is now leaving just Alex in this 1v2. He's replacing where his teammate died. And he knows where they both are, I'm pretty sure. Stopping above them, gets the first, and looks for a second, and oh my god, that was absolutely unreal! Alex Sonfam, the hero of Les Warriors, gifts them 11th. That was actually an incredible 1v3. Well, the 1v2. Super impressed. He just hit his shots. What more could you want? And happy days for Los Reyes. They're looking to take it to map 3. They're looking to take it to Overpass, which should be an absolute bloodbath. Eternal Fire here, because they got the bomb down. They will have an extra $800 in their bank accounts. So they will be able to buy up these two AKs, kind of like Hero AK-esque, M-Star and Calyx dropping it over to Immor and Xantares, and they will be heading towards this B bomb site, where Makan and Somfan will be tested. Smoke goes down to just allow them some more time, and oh, very nice little fake from Makan there. He drops off to fake that he's on this back bomb site. However, he is jumping back up now. And this smoke being replenished, very nice. First cube will be coming out. They'll be running through, but the Molotovs and then the flashes and everything is there. Kills going the way of the CTs. Los Reyes dominating Eternal Fire right now. And oh, it's looking so good for them. Now just Voxic and Xantares left alone. Bomb will be going down. They're not going to be able to dispute that just yet. And they can just slow it down. There's no kits on the board, but this player on the flank, they should let him work it out with him as well. Scout tag onto that player in towards CT, but it's just Xantares left alone, pushing further into CT. He does get the kill onto Buzz, and now it is just him left into 1v3, but it will be Rixo eliminating him eventually, and just such a good round from the Danes here. What more could you want if you're a Danish fan? It's been such a dominant second map for the Danes. 12-5. They haven't faltered really at all. Individual brilliance has come out and pushed them over the line sometimes. That B defense was so nice, and they're looking to continue it even further. Immor, he had that hero AK, and he will be taken down. Voxic trying to get one back, but equally be punished for his for what he was trying. Can see what he was doing, but it was just the unlucky nade from Makan at the end. Kind of like a little bit of redemption arc. As he dies, it takes away the other person's life. And it is now just 4v3 in the favor of Los Reyes. They'll be looking to take it to 11th, and that to a 13th, and hopefully, in their opinion, just take the map 16-5 here, putting Eternal Fire on such a deficit going into Overpass, putting them on the back foot, putting them, like, all the momentum being lost. And it is Rixo alongside his teammate here. And oh, that nade does so much damage. Look at it. It landed on the players. And it's just going to be easy picking for this Los Reyes side. Especially with this flash. It's going to do just do absolute destruction. Rixo and Jarko not allowing them to get anything. And Los Reyes staying alive with 4 players. The money, they're rolling in it. However, now this is the first gun round of the second half. Because see, Wocket's already pulled out that big green. Something that Los Reyes haven't got just yet. Rixo's elected to stay on that AK. And Immor, oh, a lot of damage being put onto him. He has that Mach 10. I think he might have dropped the AWP over to Wocket. He doesn't have much utility either. But really, straight away, he walked onto a banana and just the nade landed in his face. So that's really not a good start for him. And especially the smoke replenishing the bottom and some spam. Oh, that could have got very dangerous. Makan almost could have got killed there. This Molotov is going to make it so he spots out a lot of players, but stops Eternal Fire momentarily. And they've actually just got all 5 players are towards this ramp and B area. So they're finally looking to take some control towards brackets. However, with 4 players here, Los Reyes, they've got a really good CT side going on right now. The rotations will be going towards B. But Rixo, head cleanly swiped off from Calyx. It's a nice little just entry for them. And Jarko, he could be the difference maker here right now. If he gets a kill or info, that's going to be so huge. But Los Reyes, they're committing to their guts. They're going to this B bomb site. They're going to stack 3 players here. And Eternal Fire will be, with 30 seconds left on the board, sending 4 players through Banana, 1 through CT. Utility coming out. And these players will be tested on this bomb site. Not much utility to work with. Actually, I don't think any utility to work with. Boosted player does get dropped. Buzz gets killed trying to go through smoke. And now it's all just Macan. He has to go huge. He's good for the first, but a very ropey spray doesn't allow him to get any more. And it will be Eternal Fire finally getting something back. And it will just be Los Reyes saving this 1 AK. That round could have got really close for Eternal Fire, to be honest. Like that could have got really ropey because they left it to the last minute, and at Los Reyes they actually did have the read on where to go. The problem was they just didn't have the execution. They didn't have the they didn't necessarily have the they had like no utility to work with, so the players were kind of like dry running at them. We see Alex Somfon on boost there being eliminated, Buzz running through the smoke, and then Macan just a bit of an unfortunate spray there towards the end, only gifting him one. But it is still Los Reyes with a very dominant lead on their map pick. So that fountain just really making it hard for him. Even though they won those first 3 rounds, it will just be Los Reyes, apart from that saved AK, which actually has been killed now. It will just be USPs pretty much across the board. Very nice boost there in towards Banana, tries to find something for them. However, it will not be the case. The Eternal Fire looking to actually keep all 5 players alive now. Rixo, with this Deagle, and I've said it before, very nice skins actually as well. Like, those are crisp. But he is left alone in towards this tea house, and Cax might even find him out as well. So Los Reyes, they could be... I mean, this is just that like throwaway round because they have large amounts of money, all be coming out for Rixo, I'd assume, and Los Reyes. They'll be looking to get onto winning ways momentarily. It's going to now be going into the 21st round. Los Reyes looking to find these an answer to these last two rounds, and it's going to be Eternal Fire straight away, picking up the pace a little bit, going onto this A bomb site, wrapping around. Buzz is a little bit of a precarious situation. He's actually going to get dropped alongside his teammate Jarko. The A bomb sites can be completely relinquished, and Los Reyes, they're actually just calling a save. They're cutting their losses there, and they'll be gifting Eternal Fire an 8th and 3 in a row now. This could be somewhat of a comeback outing for Eternal Fire. We saw them have a very slow Inferno so far. I really haven't been impressed at all with what I'm seeing from them, and I expected more from a team that is, you know, in the top 30. Inferno is one of the maps where they are very proficient on. But finally, we might actually see something coming back from them. However, they've got a long way to come. They still do have a 5-round deficit, and it is getting towards the end of this second map. Los Reyes, they did lose their first map. That is what was the map pick of Eternal Fire. Still definitely be looking to make up for some of it now and take their map pick. Also on to Overpass and getting us to a third map. And it looks like that might actually be the case, especially that Molotov. It does so much damage to Macan along their nade. Their whole game plan being ruined. But there's still 3 players towards this B bomb site. So if Eternal Fire do actually choose to go here, could get a little bit dangerous, and they've got a lot of utility. Because like, if Eternal Fire execute right now, they haven't made any. They haven't really made any attempts to burn out the utility and bait out anything. So, especially with that Molotov, it does quite well. But Xantares, he does not care for what utility you have. Very nice first pick onto the CT player, and they are just talking momentarily. They will go through the smoke, and Immor drops the site player, now leaving just Alex Somfon left alone on the CT position. And honestly, again, this might just be a save. Los Reyes, they're not going to be able to get a retake, so count your losses there. Save your weapons, go into the next, and just continuously have that buy. But Eternal Fire, they're on to a 9th now, and they're closing the gap shorter and shorter, just 4 rounds now. That round got quite close, and honestly, it was just down to the individual brilliance of Eternal Fire. A player like Xantares getting that opening pick onto CT, and Immor just winning his aim duel on site. That was definitely not too bad from Eternal Fire. A little bit lucky, but they do get 4 in a row now. And big shout out to Plasma, our esports nutrition drink, made in Germany, made by gamers for gamers, regardless if you're a pro or hobby gamer. It's gonna give you some advantages and give you some more energy, especially with those long gaming sessions. You don't want to get tired with those. I know, especially for these long casts, I do love to have some of that beside me, and I can't wait to get some of my hand on some of the plasma and try and test it out. But it will be Eternal Fire now, though, looking to get double digits. This is 5 in a row as well. They get this is definitely a round they should be looking to win. Los Reyes, though, they do have a lot of money, so even if they lose this round, they'll have a position buy into next, and maybe even an AWP. The bomb side will be the point of target, and it is Rixo in towards that. Oh my god, he gets 2! Looking for a third, picks up the AK, knows the player is in towards next to him, but Eternal Fire in a little bit of shambles, and Rixo picking up even more, now leaving Woxic in the 25. He's picked up a first, but it's going to be Rixo cleanly taking his head off, and somehow he's got 4 there, salvaging this round for Los Reyes. And Eternal Fire now in a very precarious situation. They're going to have to win 7 rounds flawlessly if they want to end it in regulation. 14-9 in favor of Los Reyes. Not too bad for at all. This 24th round now, and it is actually the advantage straight away going to Eternal Fire with that nade landing on the feet of Macan there. And this might be a little bit something different. Eternal Fire, they're going straight fast into this BXQ. Rixo, though, with the AWP is here. He had such a phenomenal round last time. He's looking for more. Jumps up at the worst moment, but it does not matter. M-Star, the new kill on the block, getting dropped, and it is going to be this 4v4 coming out for both sides. Utility raining left, right, and center, allowing for Los Reyes to peek up behind us, and this could be a 15th on the board. Woxic and Calyx left alone in this 2v4. Just chilling, seeing what they can get done, and Calyx drops yet again. Woxic left alone, finally getting 1 kill to his name, but it looks like he might actually just be looking to save this AWP for potentially the last round of the map. They will actually, what am I on about? He's got the AWP, he's got the bomb. He's running to this A bomb site. He will be finding the first contact on to Alex Somfan here. The 11 HP player could be in a bit of danger, but Woxic is going to have to get a move on. 30 seconds on the board. If he gets this kill early on Alex Somfan, this could be pretty good for him. I'm not sure he's going to expect to play in towards pit. He's looking towards site right now. He's going to walk into his crosshair, and that's going to be Jarko picking up the last kill, putting Los Reyes onto a 15th. And Eternal Fire, they're going to have to win 7 rounds flawlessly. No, 6 rounds flawlessly to even bring it to overtime. And that's going to be quite a hard challenge for them. and Los Reyes, the Danish side, definitely, in my opinion, the underdogs coming into this game. They're proving to be very, very good. And I'm very impressed with their Inferno right now, especially against a team within the top 30 like Eternal Fire in an official of all things. And straight away, Maken with that early kill onto Immor. Just bad to worse for Eternal Fire. And oh my god, look at that. Woxic and M-Star left alone now in this 2v5. And I think it's going to be a third map. I think we're going to overpass. Ladies and gentlemen, go get some snacks, go get some drinks, because we're in for the long haul. Unless right now the IGL and the new kid on the block can change it up a little bit. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we will be seeing overpass momentarily. A long day has just turned even longer, but we all love CS, so we're all ready to get something going. Execute does come in, blocks out these two players. Actually, they will go ahead of him. These flashes just left, right, and center. Spamproof Smith isn't going to find anything. A little bit of damage onto Woxic, just making problems even worse for them. 30 seconds on the board, Maken through the smoke, Alexon fan getting Woxic as he comes through the smoke, and that's going to be Los Reyes picking up their map pick. And honestly, I did not expect that. There is no way I thought Los Reyes would take this to 3 maps, especially when I saw the map veto. They did pick Inferno, but it is definitely a map that would be considered quite good for Eternal Fire, and we will see you for the third map of Overpass very soon after these ads.
Flash, walk into the room, all I see is them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Flyers are playing on the runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Walk into the room, all I see is them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Flyers are playing on the runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash, 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 flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Walk into the room, all I see is them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Flyers are playing on the runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Flash, walk into the room, all I see is them flash. Flash, walk into the room, all I see is them flash. Flash, walk into the room, all I see is them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Flyers are playing on the runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch. Flash, 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 flash,
body state of mind. Dancing with somebody under cherry skies. Body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody. Body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody under cherry skies. Body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies, under cherry skies. State of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody under cherry skies. Body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with.
and welcome back to the third map of this series. It's going to be the Cider map, Overpass, with Eternal Fire versus Los Reyes, and oh my god, it's been an absolute unbelievable series so far. I'm super impressed from this Danish side that they were able to pick it back up in a fashion like this. I thought that we wouldn't see them again after this Inferno today because of just how Vertigo went and how much more experienced Eternal Fire are. And Overpass should be an absolute banger of a map. But before we get into that, I want to say a big shout out to HCG and our sponsors. We wouldn't be here without them. It's an 180 grand tournament, in 180 euros grand, 180,000 euros in the other prize pool in this tournament. Got a little bit complicated there. And big shout out to our first sponsor, Plasma. They're an esports nutrition drink made in Germany, developed by gamers for gamers. Whether you're a pro or a hobby gamer, we all know that losing concentration or the lack of sleep can be decisive. So with our starter pack, that is a thing of a past. And if you want to pick up a free starter pack, you can actually head over to the HCG Twitter, which is probably down below. Head over there and you can probably enter that as well and bag yourself something quite nice. Because I know I can't wait to get my hands on some of that as well. CoinMotion, our second sponsor, is a virtual cryptocurrency service provider from Finland, and it's for anyone who wants to invest in in crypto safely and securely, regardless of their digital expertise. Also, I want to say a big shout out to HCG for just having me here and production. They are amazing. B Stream is family and much better than the A Stream, so you guys should always stick around here because it's got the best production in the scene. I mean, to be fair, everyone's incredible. This whole production is incredible. However, B team is the B stream is family and better. But we will be getting straight underway with this decider now. It is going to be Overpass, and it's going to be an absolute banger of a game. Both these teams are proficient on Overpass. It's one of the highest win rates for Eternal Fire. They've got some very, very, very strong records this year, taking it away from One Win, Trick, Sprout, Gamer Legion, Apex, and especially against a team like Gamer Legion, who have been so good recently. That, in my opinion, is such a good result to have. And looking over at Los Reyes, they have played it twice this year on HLTV, taking a map away against Unique and then losing to Budapest 5 against it. So they're definitely they definitely know this map, and they're no foreigner to it, but it definitely isn't going to be easy for them. I feel like Eternal Fire will be looking to win this. However, the momentum is hugely in the favor of this Danish team right now. After Inferno, they won in such a dominant fashion, and it was actually such a good, just so well played from them. It was good CS. It will be Los Reyes finally taking that victory, and a tech timeout is actually coming in. I'm not sure completely what's that for. I think we'll actually be getting straight back into this very soon. It'll be Los Reyes starting on the CT side and Eternal Fire on the T. And it will be this decider map coming in. Knife round went the way of Los Reyes, and they'll be starting on the CT side. Alex Somfam with a kit and 2 flashes. Eternal Fire with Molotov, Smoke, and Flash. P250 on M-Star as well. We've seen today especially how unreal P250s can be. I remember Jacquinho on this map just before was pretty good on it. He had a very impactful 3K with it. But it will be Eternal Fire now, scalping towards the A-bomb site. Sees nothing, so they will be going towards B now. Rixo and Jarko is here. They do find the contact. They see where the players are. And Rixo could be in a spot here where he gets all the kills. Always very dangerous. Really nice flash coming out. Isn't actually going to get any frags for their troubles. That's the man advantage going the way of Eternal Fire. Look, Reyes now looking to pick up the pieces, but it is going to be the Xantaro's peak coming out. Xantaro's peak coming out in the truest fashion. And especially Rixo here, though. Oh, in towards short. He's got 3 kills. I didn't expect him to be in a position like this. I thought that was going to be it, but super, super nice from him. And it is going to be Eric Stompfan with the kit as well, still alive. But that's dropped towards Heavens. That's going to be the round over. And Xantara is with a second, but super impressive from Rixo to even put it in a situation like that. Los Reyes. We will be picking. They will be going back onto the force buy. They have the 4 Deagles and a Scout, and a lot of damage going the way of Jarko immediately. It's now just the Mac 10, UMP, Galil, and 2 AKs. Looking pretty strong already. The headshots are so good, especially against these head armored players. It just completely it runs through them when they have these SMGs. An extra $600 in your pocket, not too shabby whatsoever. Los Reyes now with the man deficit. A minute left. It's still possible, especially with this close range deagle of Macan. If he hits the shots, it could be absolutely unreal for him. Rixo will be pushed out of the position with a Molotov, but Macan being joined here by his teammate Jarko, and he does actually get the first kill. It was a little bit ropey, but still a kill in nonetheless. Inmore as well, in towards Toilet, is going to get the first kill. They know there's a player as well from Macan in towards Bathroom, but Rixo here actually doing good for another one. And a second as well, finally, still gets taken down, but Macan now alive. The Mac 10 was in towards Banana earlier on. They know where he is, and he actually gets a first kill against Immor. Bullets running out, 10 bullets left in the magazine, but it will be the UMP reigning supreme over the Mac 10, and Eternal Fire just about picking up their second. It was very ropey, but still a win nonetheless. And the Turkish team, they will be looking to get a third, and Los Reyes on an eco now. Full USP buy coming out for the CT side, sending all 5 towards this B bomb site, where they'll only be met by Immor. 2 flashes in their hand. Macan, be interested to see what he can do with this. Are they going to try pop through Monster? Potentially, you know, he's in a position where he can throw a flashbang for them, but it literally won't find anyone, as Eternal Fire are just taking some utility here, and he will be running away, holding it back at quite a distance as well. 55 seconds on the board, and I really like this from Eternal Fire because they haven't forced the issue anywhere. They've been very patient, and it's actually paying off for them. So they can just go onto this A bomb site. There's no one here right now. However, the rotations are coming in, but they would have heard that as well. Oh, definitely. Like, there's no way you don't hear this, especially if you're Xantaro. He's holding for that dumpster position. He actually misses the first shot. Yes, does hit it eventually. And a second. Very nicely done. Aimbots basically for him at this stage. And Macan left alone. Only player close there with 2 flashes. And it will just be Eternal Fire, as I assume, picking up a third. And very nice patience coming out from them. And just the discipline is what you want to see, especially if the team's going to take the third map of the series. Flashes will come in, but these USPs, as I said, I doubt I'm doing too much. M-Star on this Deagle is actually going to lose. Actually, wow. Macan actually with 2 kills. There's a lot of damage going the way of the T side. Immor, though, will pick up the pieces with that AK. 3 kill, 3 spraying down those those enemies. And it is now Eternal Fire. The Turkish team, they're 3 rounds ahead, but can they maintain this lead? Can they keep this going? And can they bring this map and series home to them and put them 1-0 in the Swiss league? Fast play, fast. So interactions over towards this A ramp already. Los Reyes, their utility isn't actually that great because of the this earlier on. They've not had much going for them. We see some of the utility already scarce across the board. Jarko's only got a flash. Rixo's only got a smoke. It's not what you want with a minute 25 on the clock. You're gonna have to use this to try and stop the players coming out onto you, but Eternal Fire, very nicely done with the map control they've taken. They sent the Mach 10 of Calyx over towards short water, and it has actually got a lot of info. However, Buzz is trying to get something back, but that flash is going to immediately just push him off, scare him away. And this can get quite dangerous for Rixo here. He's got the AWP in his hand. He does get that first kill, but I don't think they realize the player is so close. M-Star is up for the first one. Does get the kill on the AWP. But quickly traded out by Alex Somfrom. Only 9 HP left on him. But with these 2 players in towards long, it might catch Immor a little bit on the side. He's bounding up with the bomb. But very nice first kill onto Macam. And there should be communicated there that that's not the player that killed me. The last player is low HP. They have finally figured out where he is. But it is now just Calyx left alone in this 1v3. And a very nice response from Los Reyes. Finally something going their way. And Eternal Fire, they will be probably losing this round now. Finally seeing Los Reyes on the board here on Overpass. They picked up their first and in a very nice manner as well. It was very decisively done, it felt like. Keeping 3 players alive. Eternal Fire, see what they can come back with this against. They have a Deagle on M-Star, an AWP, a Galil, and 2 AKs. It's not the strangest buy I've seen, but it's definitely not the healthiest. It's going to be the same old. How they're grouping up towards this B bomb site now. We've seen them mostly targeting towards A apart from Pistol. So changing up a little bit. However, short control is firmly in the hands of Los Reyes. Los Reyes have control of pretty much everywhere but outside Monster. So this could be quite a tell of where the players are going. However, there's only 2 players towards this B bomb site. Jarko and Mackin are going to have to hold this down. Utility is coming in. Molotov's flying at their feet. Mackin very nicely done for a first. Garko good for a second. Spray trying to get a third as well, but unable to do so. Very nice nade and utility coming out from Los Reyes, putting Eternal Fire in a very precarious situation. M-Star with this Deagle, unable to get anything more as well. And it's now Woxic left alone in this 1v4. They were going onto a B bomb site with only 2 players positioned there, but they were only able to get 1. And it's just going to be this IGL saving the AWP. Very nicely done from Los Reyes. And Eternal Fire, that's 2 they've lost in a row now. And is this going to be a repeat of what Inferno was like? Woxic will be hoping to save this. Will most likely, and it's silver linings, but oh no way! Rixo spam through the wall. It's gonna meaning that Woxic has $50 going into next round, and oh, that is not what you want to see. The AWP being taken out of his hands, and I didn't even notice that they'd seen it. They must have seen the gun barrel over connector. Very unfortunate indeed, and that is any hope Internal Fire had in these next 2 rounds really gone, because Woxic won't have a buy in the next round. He won't have a buy this round. This is really just not what you'd want to see if you're a Turkish fan, and definitely quite positive for Los Reyes here. They're getting something going in a very positive manner, and the underdogs most definitely in this game, both through map veto and just how the teams are. They're looking pretty good right now. They're lower rated by quite a bit. And Buzz is only good for 1, but quickly traded out by his teammate. And it is just a 3v4 now in the favor of Los Reyes, and they all, I assume, be holding down this bomb site quite nicely. Is trying to be retrieved from by Xantaros, but it won't be the case. Jarko here, holding down nice little off angle, and now forcing Woxic and M-Star over towards this A bomb site, where they'll be met by both Alex Somfon and the AWP of Rixo. Don't see anything more in this round, and it will just Los Reyes building a momentum and building a bank a little bit as well, keeping 4 players alive. Unless Woxic has something to say about it, and that will not be the case. Rixo, those skins, I must say, are rather beautiful. I will continue saying that. And he's showing to us that skins do equal skill. It is now all evened up here. 3-3. Los Reyes, they won 3 in a row to bring it to this position. And it looks like it's going to be going even further their way. The Deagle and not even armor is out, and it is going to be going all the way of Los Reyes. Eternal Fire in a very unfortunate position here. Losing 4 in a row and just giving more momentum to this Danish side, because especially on Inferno, they were so good, Los Reyes. They were genuinely like a different team, and even towards the end of Vertigo, it was so long. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold my beer. Both these players have now got kills, and they're rampaging onto this BA bomb site. Makim, he's holding strong, he's not dying, and he does not falter. 3k spray down, and he wins them the round. They got a little bit close there for a second, but oh, baby. I was going to say that, if you can remember, way back when, at the very beginning of the game, at the very beginning of the series, over at Vertigo, Los Reyes mounted quite a significant comeback, but fumbled the bang towards the end, because Woxic got a very nice 1v3. However, Danes, they do have the advantage. They do have the round advantage for the first time in this game, it's felt like. Something a little bit different is there for them. 2 players in towards Connector. I'm not going to find anyone momentarily, as everyone's really grouped up towards A. They need to get out of Connector fast. Alex Somfan has already, but Jarko, if he sticks around here, he might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh, what a beautiful flash coming in. And Jarko, that is absolutely spectacular. Imor and Calyx just unsuspecting. That is actually beautiful. That's such a nice flashbang. It eliminates any threat, and it's basically put the 5th round in the palms of Los Reyes. Alex Somfun joining in for some of the fun. He wants to get something going for himself. And it is now just M-Star and Woxic left alone towards long. The AWP and AK bomb as well. But unlucky timing does mean that Woxic's unscoped. He does get saved a little bit just because of that tag through the wall. But he's been put on 29p. All the info in the world is for Los Reyes here, and they could very much just continue this with keeping 4 players alive. Bomb is in the hands of M-Star. He's gonna plant it. in the smoke, and Axon not wanting to peek out aggressively and anything. The bomb wouldn't be allowed to go down. M-Star, the new kid on the block, will be just dancing around, seeing if he can find any opening picks onto CT. But what he doesn't know that there's players going left, right, and center. Buzz being flashed in is going to allow him to get the first and the second. Eternal Fire crumbling, as it seems right now, and Los Reyes, they're onto a fifth, keeping 4 alive as well. Their money is booming right now. We're heading into this 9th round now. Another buy coming out for Eternal Fire. They had that bomb placed down, so they do get an extra $800. Not much utility though. They have enough utility to get them onto a bomb site. So that's about it. And Buzz getting a little bit lucky here. And oh my god, Buzz. 2 kills, wiped away. And it's been so good from him all series. He's actually had such a dominant series. He's been everywhere, it feels like. Getting so many kills and being one of the main reasons why Eternal Fire has had so many problems. And he's continuously furthering this issue. 3 kills to his name, leaving M-Star and Woxic in this 2v5. And I'm actually so impressed with Los Reyes. The fact they've been able to get this far and maybe even take the series completely off Eternal Fire. Woxic now left alone. 30 seconds on the board. Bomb is planted on his back. If he goes onto the bomb site, he'll only meet Buzz. Buzz is on low HP as well. So it's definitely somewhat manageable to get the bomb down. However, I've just realized Mackin was heaven. I thought he was on the A bomb site, but he'll get spotted out. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Buzz is just hiding, biding his time. Gets the kill, and that's a 4K for him. Super nice. And forever just proving a thorn in the side of Eternal Fire there. He just gets those 2 easy kills. Gets a third onto Calyx and finishes it off with the glass kill. I'll see on the screen our amazing sponsor over at Plasma, using code HCG for 15% off. They're an esports nutrition drink made in Germany, made by gamers for gamers. Definitely head over and grab the starter pack, or head over to the HCG Twitter and you can grab the starter pack for free in the giveaway possibly if you win. But it will be the fast feed coming out. Jarko lighting them up. Flash, pretty good for one. Zantara through the smoke does drop. Mackin completely blind, but equally so is Immor. Everyone's blind. And it's going to be just no one really wanting to get a kill. Mackin finally does get dropped. Buzz good for 2, forever proving dominant. And now it's just Calyx left on this 1v2 with 3 HP. Bomb will try to get planted. Alex Tomfon won't be running, so he won't actually go to deny it. But it will be Los Reyes picking up a 7th in Eternal Fire. They do make it, they definitely make it close. But yet again, Buzz shoveling Los Reyes out of the bin and allowing them to get a 4-round lead, and this might be such a dominant half for the CT side. Coming through, allowing Axon to peek into just ramp there, doing quite a bit of damage onto Woxic, taking him down just a peg. And Los Reyes, they're looking to just really just run away with this map right here, and they have the chance too. Like it's genuinely looking quite dangerous for this Turkish side right now, and especially if this round goes the way of Los Reyes, that's already the half going their way with 8 rounds. Axon Doesn't actually get the first kill, but quickly traded by Buzz. Yet again, Buzz is just everywhere. He's been so good, and they've got so much map control all over the board. Buzz, he does try peek up with that flash, but does just run away. And life finally being taken away from him. Immor does get something going. This is to decide a map. Whoever wins this wins the series and puts themselves 1-0 in the Swiss system, and whoever loses will go 0-1 and make it even harder to make it to playoffs. So very nice shot. It doesn't matter that he can't see. He will still hit them, and he's going to be alone towards this B-bot. This is what A bomb site now. He's going to have to go nuclear. 20 seconds on the board. The Molotov does actually miss him and allows Jarko to come in from the back lines. Now Woxic with 15 seconds on the board. Bomb is down. He's making so much noise. He's going to have to run around. Rixo just has to survive. He does one better. He kills Woxic, takes down the enemy AWPer, and it's going to be Los Reyes with 8. 5-round lead and Eternal Fire. 28th in the world are in shambles right now. Eternal Fire, they're still on a buy. They still have managed to scrape together some AK-47s. A Galil on the side of M-Star. And it will be Axon Fan taking first contact in towards long. He's going to drop a smoke and actually get away just about with his life. A lot of info, and it's actually cool through the rotation of Rixo and Macken to come up and support him. 3 players on this bomb site right now. And they're actually going to push further as well. It's because they have that man advantage. They are just going to aggress slightly up. Oh, Sompon, he might be in for a little bit of a surprise. But the surprise is the way of Eternal Fire. Woxic's head being cleanly taken off. Rixo ran a shot in this game, it's felt like. And he is just peeking out towards long. Flash is going to allow Axonfon to actually maintain what he has already. Xantara is saving his teammate. Very nicely done from him. Allows them an in on this round. And it's going to be the 4 players rearing up towards this A bomb site. 3 players are here to meet them though. Buzz is going to push in front of this smoke. And Rixo killing long, Buzz killing Flowers, and it's just so nice. Now leaving Calyx alone in a 1v3. Los Reyes, just absolute domination. And these Turks, they have nothing going for them. Calyx just walking to the meat grinder, AWP shot missed. It was just running through the sky. And oh my god, Los Reyes, they're beautiful right now. They're looking so good. 9-3, 6-round lead. And I would have never expected this from this team right now. I thought this game was going to be a done deal for Eternal Fire. I thought they were going to have a first and easy series, but that is not the case. And this Turkish team, they're looking quite shambolic right now. Like Somfan here, alongside everyone else on his team, they are just causing havoc. Empstar finally gets something going. I feel like I haven't even seen him this game right now. He's going 4-12 and he hasn't had really any impact whatsoever, but finally does get a nice shot onto Somfan. But Buzz here, the demon of Los Reyes, he will never let you breathe, and he continues his form of unruly dominance. With M-Star just trying to play around a little bit. The bomb is down towards Connector, and this Turkish player used to be reigning from America with Yenistar. Isn't going to find anything, I don't think, here. Maybe a kill onto this player, which he does. Jarko head get cleanly taken off, however. Los Reyes' team, their money is just so good. Like, they can afford to maybe lose 2 or 3 players in these rounds, especially with the half coming to a close. M-Star just might have to drop down and just balls to the wall, see what he can do. Smoke is going to maybe evade some positioning right there. But yeah, 3 players being dropped, so at least some damage. But with 2 rounds left in this half, damage is not what you want. You want results. It's going to be double digits for Los Reyes and Eternal Fire. They will have a buyout now, though. This game has gone to the absolute limits. I feel like this series has just been so phenomenal. No team has wanted to quiver. No team has fallen down, and it's been so nice from them to see such a great series being played out in this first day of the main stage. And sadly, this will actually be my last game. This will be my last map of the main stage. I will be going to England for a LAN on Wednesday, so I am actually going to be missing out on everything, sadly. However, you might see my face pop up a little bit on HCG in the upcoming week, so keep your ear to the wall, keep your ear to the floor, and you might see me a little bit more than you want to see me. But it will be Eternal Fire here, looking to give themselves at least a 5th or a 4th coming into the second half. And Los Reyes, I thought this map pick would, this third map would undoubtedly go the way of Eternal Fire because of, just because of like how successful they've been in the past months on Overpass, taking down some very dominant teams. They've been winning against like bringing up like Gamer Legion, Apex, Sprout, Tricked, One Win, pretty big names, but honestly, it doesn't seem to affect Los Reyes any at all. They're like, well, we're still going to win. And Macan's still going to get kills in towards Connector. Alex Somfan here, boosted up. This is a little bit of a difference. He doesn't see us too much. And it'll catch them completely off guard. 5v3 already in this 14th round. And Eternal Fire, they're just head in their hands yet again. Not knowing what to do. Finally, Xantares gets one back, but Macken still here, holding strong towards Connector, could put the advantage further in the way of Los Reyes, and he hears the AWP scope as well right next to him, so he's definitely going to know there's at least 2 players towards this A bomb site, and he might even call, just be like, Jarko, go over there. Go over to A, but very nice pick from Woxic onto Buzz. Buzz, probably the better player of this Los Reyes team in this map specifically and this whole series. But Macken is looking to replicate what his teammate had done in the past, and all the most unlikely timing. Sharko has rotated at the worst time. Flash is going to come out and allow him to jump down from heaven. He's going to get that first kill and just biding time. 8 seconds on the board. I didn't even realize Bomb is down in no man's land. M-Star is going to be coming from behind and he gets dropped. I didn't even realize. I forgot the time was even existing, and it is going to be their worst enemy. Eternal Fire on a 3rd still, and Los Reyes, they're on 11. What can take them down right now? And they're looking so dominant. I would have never expected us to be in a situation like this whatsoever. 3rd map and Los Reyes leading by like 8 rounds. And it's only going to get even worse. However, Rixo does miss that shot. He's had such a good game so far, but finally falters at the first hurdle there. Woxic looking to try get something back, flash himself in, and finally finishes off what he started on Rixo. So the man advantage does go the way of Eternal Fire and the Turks. They finally starting to celebrate in this, probably like the first time this half. And it's getting very dangerous, because if Eternal Fire get themselves on a 4th, it's going to be an 11-4 half. And as Zonic's rule states, 11-4 is the most dangerous scoreline, like football's 2-0. So let's get a little bit dangerous for Eternal Fire. However, Buzz, though, he might stop in his place. He lets the player go first. Goes for the first, doesn't get the second. So unfortunate. The trade spacing was just bad, but it helps them. and it will be Eternal Fire on a 4th. Los Reyes, they still get 11 in this half, and that is very impressive. Super nicely done from them, and this decider map is swinging so far in the way of Eternal Fire. And you can see my beautiful face here again. My name is Freddie Ogumi right now. You can see my @ just on the top left, and we are going to send it to some ads just before we see the result of this series on the second half of this third map. And welcome back. Just like that, we are here for the second half of this third map. My name is Freddie Ogumi right now, and oh my god, we had some absolute bangers on today. We've already seen Lakaka versus Berserk on this B stream, and that was such a good series. It did go 2-0 to Lakaka. And then also today, these last two best of threes have been absolutely outrageous. Senegal versus Anonymous is on over on the A stream, and that's looking pretty good. But however, I'd stick around here for a little bit more and see who can take this, because Los Reyes, I don't feel like anyone expected them to be here. They are doing so well against Eternal Fire right now. They're on the third map, leading 11-4. They lost the first map of Vertigo, and they did actually mount a bit of a comeback towards the end. And then Inferno, their map pick has just been so decisive. On to now Overpass. This is looking pretty snazzy indeed for Los Reyes, but can they claim the pistol round? I feel like whoever claims pistol round could put themselves in a pretty favorable position, especially if you're Los Reyes. But Eternal Fire, they just need to get something on the board. They need to start getting rounds on the board. They've actually got dual barrettes on Immor, if I'm not mistaken, and then a flash and smoke on M-Star. The flash has already been dispersed. They've still got the smoke left, but it will be Los Reyes bounding their way up towards long. Bombers on their back, and is this actually going to be around the world? This is absolutely unreal, and I love it. Charco running around, does get spotted out by Woxic, and Woxic's going to see them all going in towards Connector, and it's going to, and they know it's around the world. It's a very matchmaking extract. Immor in here with these dual barrettes, as we've talked about before. Actually good for one, very impressive as well. Let's Buzz, the flank, the lurk outside monster isn't good for anything. It's just Alex Somfon now left alone in this 1v4. He's got 100 HP. The bomb is down in front of him. He's just going to have to hit these shots. It's going to be very hard for him, I must say. I absolutely love that, though. Around the world, bring me back to my matchmaking days. To be honest, I still do that in my pods nowadays, so super nice from them. Doesn't actually get anything going for them unless Alex Somfon is actually able to claim this one before. He knows where all three players are now left, but unable to hit those heads. And it will be Woxic to neutralize any threat there. And Eternal Fire, they're on a 5th, but they've still got a long way to go. On to this 17th round now. And Eternal Fire, they finally have somewhat of an advantage and somewhat of momentum going into this game. They're literally coming up against Glocks. Los Reyes, they were unable to get a bomb down. So because of that, it's forced them on these just USPs. USPs? That's definitely a Glock. Deagle, and I think that's literally it. Just 4 Glocks and a Deagle. And they will be coming up against this very proficient buy of Eternal Fire. But if Los Reyes are able to get the bomb down now, they're going to get a lot of money into the next round. Regardless, they're still going to be fine. So they're just throwing this way around. They're throwing this round away to put themselves up in a better position. And Immor with this Mac 10 actually, Mac 10 MP9 actually could completely farm. He's got this long range battle and actually goes his favor. That's the only deagle out of the server. So it's literally just these blocks going towards long as well, taking those long range battles. Not normally what you would favor. And long range block think as well onto the A1S of Roxic. However, Calyx farming up those last 3 kills, putting Eternal Fire onto a 6th. It's something, but it's still 5 rounds away. They still need to put quite a lot of, they need to put a big shift in. And Los Reyes, they don't want that to happen. They're going to be bringing out these AKs, bringing out the utility, and it'll be interesting what they do on this first gun round. Is it something explosive? Is it something defaulty? What are they going to go for? That's going to be the first pick going the way of Buzz. And I feel like of all people to do it is going to be Buzz. He's been so good this whole series. He's really impressed me, actually. I can't lie. I don't feel like there's been a single map where he hasn't done very well. Immor does actually get a nice little pick on Jarko. His aggression is rewarded. And it's put into a 4v4 now. However, as we were talking about on Inferno, these 4v4s actually do benefit the T sides because you can play with the rotations a little bit and it forces gamble stacks. However, the gamble stacks are actually going in the favor of Eternal Fire here. Sompan, he's going to push ahead of this smoke, but he just gets the smoke tickles his feet as he goes through. So it will be Calyx picking up 2 here now. Very nice. And a third through the smoke. Rixo, normally the wielder of the big green, does have an AK. He's looking to get something going with this smoke and flash. Everything's going against him right now. And it's going to be M-Star picking up that last kill. And it's already down on the back of, like, yeah, Calyx, incredible 3K. But Immor, getting that aggression and getting that kill in towards Connector is actually probably the reason how this round unraveled. And he's literally done it mid-air, so very unlucky. But Calyx, super nice from him. Reads it like a book. He gets the last kill through the smoke as well. 19th round now, and Los Reyes, they are reduced to just Eagles, and it's going to be favoring these MP9s quite a bit. Roxic is looking to farm some dollar bling. $600 per SMG kill, if anyone doesn't know, and if you don't know if that's good, that's pretty good. That gives you quite an advantage, especially on this CT side. Your money can be very fickle, it can be very fragile. And okay, Rixo, just wanted to flex on us a little bit, saying like, Xantaras, you're a good aimer, but I can do you one up. Xantaras most undoubtedly the best player on this Eternal Fire side. He has a 1.2019 HLTV rating. He had an unreal first map, but it seems like he's actually dropped off a little bit. And someone like Buzz was rivaling him on the first map, but hasn't dropped off. So that's an interesting factor to put into consideration, especially for the latter parts of this third map. You want your star players stepping up. Eternal Fire, they might just not have that. And Los Reyes, they are going to be looking onto this A bomb site now. 35 seconds on the board. They want to be getting the bomb down, but it might be a little bit difficult. I mean, a wee bit difficult, I can't lie. Ooh, at some point, actually getting the first kill. Calyx lining those two players up, only good for one. And the bomb will go down. That's really good for Los Reyes. It's genuinely a world where Alex Somfan could win this. Wotsuk and Immor now left alone. They have a kit and a smoke. MP9 as well is not what you'd want. Alex could get the first goal, and he does. The MP9 coming out, trying to make space, instantly taken down. And oh, no way. Immor just catches the timing. And Alex Somfan, he tried his best, but in the end, that's a lot of damage done. There was literally 0 bits of armor on Los Reyes there. And now Eternal Fire, they've won 4 in a row, but their money isn't necessarily where you'd want it to be. it's still good, and they're still going to buy this round. And even if they lose this next one, they'll have a buy, but it's not going to be great. Alex Somfam, very nicely done, getting some damage out. And Los Reyes, they got the bomb down, so it's an extra $800. So what can they do with this now? Oh, the quad boost. Oh, it's going to get a kill as well. M-Star, genuinely just like, that's a huge, just death slam of a moment. Just like, how, like, it's genuinely just like, how is that able to happen? So annoying, but so good for Los Reyes. The Danish side, it works out for them. The problem I had with that 4-man boost is that the problem is that, like, it's great sometimes when you use it and it works out in that fashion. However, the amount of times it doesn't work, and they actually spot you out when you're doing it, and it ends up being a big negative because they know that you have no map control. However, this is one of those occasions where it's definitely worked out. Rixo does narrowly miss a shot onto Alex, and because they know it's there, he's going to get hunted down. Alex Somfam, he's unable to win the 1v3 last time, but he's going to definitely try and make up for it. And Imor, yeah, that's really... I like the idea what he was trying to go for there, make some space, but it's just going to be turning into a negative. But Woptic holds my beer. Oh, narrowly though. Rixo does finally neutralize him and extinguish his threat. Just Santara is now left in this 1v3. And oh, what a nice shot from Rixo. The AWPer of Los Reyes is proving dominant and showing why he's one of the highest rated players on this team. The 1.15 rating on HLTV, and I can see why now. He's had such a good series alongside Buzz, and those are the two players that have definitely been highlight standout performances from me. There's going to be these early contact coming out for both sides. There's actually Jarko being taken down and Maken being caught off guard as well. That's the AWP and the A1S both finding a pig, and Los Reyes in a very precarious situation. This would have been such a good round for them to convert as well, because it's going to be pushing Eternal Fire onto 1900 loss bonus. And I was talking about how the money wasn't quite there for the CT side, and we're seeing it right now with M-Star on a Deagle, Xantara's on a Deagle, and then two A1Ss and AWP with very little utility, bare bones utility. So it's still possible for Los Reyes, but really should have seen them picking it up in a much cleaner fashion. And if they do win this, I'll be very impressed for starters. Flash coming out isn't going to give them anything just yet. There is this A1S on Imor still alive in towards Pillar, and Xantara's taking Buzz down on short. So just two players from Monster now into a 2v4. It's definitely winnable. Smoke, Flash, and Flash are available. So they've already used pretty much all of it. Only a Flash left on Axon Fan. That's now been dispersed. And it is going to be this Deagle. It's going to be this AK and AWP. Trying to get something going. Make it just the AWP. And it's going to be Eternal Fire. Keeping 3 players alive. And closing the gap to 3 rounds as well. It's going to be Imor finding some more impact like he did in the last round, and he's furthering it onto 2 kills. He's definitely taken this into his own hands and just gone, we don't want to lose this. And it's now Los Reyes in a very similar position. They've got the 2-man deficit here. But Rixo, he's had such a good game, and so has Buzz. But this AWP has been genuinely, like, so prolific for the Los Reyes side. But being in a position like this is not what you want. Buzz trying to get something going with that flash, but I think everyone was blind there. And the MP9 just get a little bit lucky. And now it's just these 2 players left alive with the flank coming in as well. Look at this. Is that Immor? Yeah, Immor is literally everywhere on the map, it feels like right now. And it doesn't even matter because Axonfom and Rixo are going to be dropped. And now this game has gone from 11-4 to 12-10. Zonic's Law coming out in true fruition. 11-4, the most dangerous scoreline, he said. Similar to 2-0 in football. And it's actually proving quite right. Los Reyes, they're forced onto this precarious buy of 2 Deagles and 3 Tech 9. They're going to do the classic Vegas squadron strat of running it up connector. They will actually find this AWP completely off guard. Not the AWP, the AK does get dropped first. Walks it now in a very ropey place, trying to get away with his life. He does actually do so, and he's got 2 already. Looking for a third, but looks a very nice bullet to the head. Will drop him. But Immor, yet again, going for good for 1, but that's all he gets. And it's Calyx and M-Star now. Left alone in this 23rd round. There's only 1 player on this A bomb site. Calyx is there with the AK, but this AWP can eliminate that. Just eliminate him straight away, and that's the round over. That's going to be the bomb planted and Los Reyes onto their 13th. However, M-Star, he's not giving him up anything whatsoever. So Roto's going to have to go hunting. He's going to have to expose himself to many angles and just see if he gets the right angle. And he does not. The aim punch goes in the favor of Calyx. And oh, baby! 1 tap. Bye-bye, Jarko. Cleanly rips off his head. And that's Los Reyes, leaving it to 1 round. Eternal Fire brought it all the way back to 11. Woxic yet again proving his reign of dominance. And he really wants to put Eternal Fire onto 12th, and it looks like he might actually. This is a very impressive showing from Eternal Fire and Los Reyes. They fumbled the bag a little bit, it's felt like, on their T side. Darko, though, looking to get 1 back, quickly traded out by Xantares, and Xantares had a very slow game. 12-17, I would have definitely expected more from him. And if he gives it us today, then that will definitely be quite... That's definitely what Eternal Fire need. 12-11 is anyone's game right now, but it looks like Eternal Fire will have the momentum. They've got the man advantage. Xantares, granted, is on 19 HP. And with 50 seconds on the board, time is dwindling. Time is just running down, especially in this third. Oh, but Maken spots it out. Back into a 3v3. Woxic narrowly misses that second shot, but puts it back the man advantage in the favor of Eternal Fire. And look at this, M-Star. He's equally had a very slow series. He has to step up now. He's good for 1, and that's honestly all he needs to do. Probably could have got 2 there, but is going to be allowing time for his teammate Woxic. The IGL, the AWPer, coming down, swooping from the heavens, getting 3 kills, and finishing the round off. Eternal Fire, they've evened it up now. 12-12, who would have thought? Round 25. Do or die, I feel like it is for Los Reyes. They need to start getting something in their favor. They need to start getting some rounds on the board. Because also the money for Eternal Fire is not too bad. Like, they've definitely got another buy left in them. Worst comes to worst. It won't be a great buy, but we've seen them win buys of 2 Deagles and AWP and an A1S. So it's like, it's definitely possible. But especially if Eternal Fire win this next round in a dominant fashion, these Danes are going to be in a sticky one. And Woxic, he's getting aggressive. He's going to catch off a player Flash actually does hit him. Really unfortunate, actually. That is very unfortunate. Flash just bonks him straight in his body. And it is going to be his A hit coming in. However, the rotations are going to come in. So there's going to be 4 players from Eternal Fire coming in there very soon. Buzz leading the charge. He does hit the first shot on the Kalik. But Woxic from behind, finally being taken down. Xantares, he gets one, but unable to get anything more. It's just M-Star left alone, coming in from CT, and it is finally Los Reyes. They've got a retaliation. They found rebuttal, and especially with Eternal's Fire's loss bonus on 1400 now, M-Star's going to have nothing. Xantares will have nothing. Woxic isn't going to have too much, and neither will Immor. So saving this A1S will be incredibly pivotal. And Los Reyes, finally, it feels like the Danes have cracked the code here.
Terrorists win.
Los Reyes now. They finally... Well, I mean, they've had the lead actually for ages. They literally just lost it for the first time there. And this might be somewhat the game going their way, because look at this money. Eternal Fire, they're broke. They're going to have 1900 next round. So they've invested everything into this. If they lose this, it's Los Reyes pretty much guaranteed a 15. And, like, the momentum broken by Eternal... Like, the momentum that has been built up by Eternal Fire has been completely broken. And oh, what a nade. I think they boosted up. And Buzz as well, getting a kill onto Xantares. So nice for this side. And oh my god, are we really going to be seeing this right now? Los Reyes, they finally bring it back. They finally are getting something on the board. In the most unlikely circumstance, a team that is 96 in the world, taking down the Giants of Eternal Fire, who are 28th in the world. And have also been on good form. They've made it to Eliza playoffs. They've made it to... Pinnacle playoffs. Like, they're doing well. And we're actually about to see them fall to Los Reyes, a team that is ex-AAB. They've had a pretty good year so far, but definitely looking to prove themselves, and this is the epitome of proving themselves right now. Calix is in towards long. He could definitely get more than one. However, the trades are going to be good. Like, even against this Deagle, like, he's going to have to just hit these 1-digs, and I'm not even sure if he's going to get the first. He hears the AWP, so he hears everything. The rotations are here. It's literally going to be a 9-player battle on this A-bomb side. So it's going to be an absolute brawl. Flash going over. This is good for him. However, oh, but Woxic with the collateral. I don't even know what's happened, but Woxic got 3 kills. And oh my god, what has just happened? Los Reyes, all of a sudden, in literally a blink of... what has happened? Woxic with those 3 kills has all of a sudden put us in a position where Eternal Fire on 13, Los Reyes has just fumbled the bag in the most dynamic manner I think I've ever seen in competitive Counter-Strike. And oh my god, this game, this series, it is unrelenting. Hopefully we can see... Okay, so very lucky collateral. Gets the... Oh my god, Woxic! How dare you! 4 kills to his name in that round. The IGL, the savior. He has been absolutely phenomenal right now. And he's furthering why he is on this roster. He's furthering why he's the IGL. And he's the wielder of that big green. Individual brilliance right now from the Turkish player. Picking up where his teammates are not putting down. And Los Reyes, they're just like, guys, how have we not been able to win that? Xantares is finally picking something up in this game. I think he's so quiet. And he's looking for a second. Calix's flash helps him out. He gets a bit overeager. He got a bit excited. He actually finally got some kills in this game. And he did burn himself alive. However, he did his job. And he's going to put Eternal Fire on a 14th. This game is making me lose my mind. I am just so confused what's happening. But Eternal Fire, they've come back all the way. Unless Alex Somfan and Makan have something to say about this. it will be a 14th, and the lead being picked up by Eternal Fire since, honestly, could be the first time in the whole game. They've come back from 11-4 deficit, put it on to 13. They've won the most unlikely rounds. Every time they've tried to be reset, they almost have. But clutch victory from the jaws of defeat. And with 15 seconds left in this round, it's looking very abysmal. Somfan actually does get one kill onto M-Star, but the bomb has to go down like right now. And Makan has spotted out Imor, which is fine at least going their way, but it is now just leaving this last player of Somfan alive in a 1v3. They know where he is. He has literally just used his last bit of utility. Flash is going left, right, and center. He actually good for the first, but with 3 bullets, he's not going to get too much more. And Calyx drops him. And oh my god, Eternal Fire. They're on a 14th. How has this happened? Eternal Fire. Are you kidding me? (11-4) is most undoubtedly the dangerous scoreline, and oh my god. Los Reyes. Head in their hands, most just it's the truest fashion. And they'll be heading towards this B-bomb site early, sending actually all 5 players eventually here. Trying to get some short control, but it will be Immor holding down the fort momentarily. Bam! Through the smoke, favors the A1S, and that's already the man advantage. Make it 2! And so much damage going the way of Eternal Fire. They want to go into a 15th. They want to end the series here. And they want to go 1-0 in this main stage. Woxic, he's been phenomenal. Of course, the IGL, it only makes it right that he's going to be putting the nail in the coffin. And he has saved them time and time again. Now, Somfan on 8 HP. Alongside Rixgo on 9 HP. They've got 17 hit points between them, coming up against 4 fully fledged players. Oh my god, it is unbelievable. Bomb has been dropped. Rixo left alive. Nade to the face, and that is match point, ladies and gentlemen. This series has gone the absolute limits, and it could be ending right here and now. Eternal Fire. They looked a bit ropey, but finally bringing it back. It might be all this and there, Zantares. He's getting very aggressive, hasn't had the best of the games, but he still will use that aggression in his favor. Only good for 1. And he's leaving Woxic alone on this A-bomb site. He's pushed up very aggressively. And he will be finding some contact very soon. Fight Buzz. And Buzz, oh, bullet to the chest. And that's Eternal Fire with the man advantage going into possibly the last round of this series. We've had an incredible series. So many rounds of Counter-Strike have been played out. And it could be all over here. M-Star spots that one player on short. There's a player behind this smoke on Monster. They know there's at least one there. And he's playing anti-flash at the same time. He reads it like an absolute book, but it is still Makan to pick up the kill. 3v3 now. 2 players on this B-bomb site and 1 on the flank. This could be a round going the way of actually both sides. Los Reyes, they're trying to push it to overtime, and Eternal Fire, they want to end it right there. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Calyx with 1 kill. Quickly threaded out by Makiam, but Woxic, rare miss shot actually, is biding time nonetheless though for Immor. And that nade doesn't do actually a huge amount of damage, but look at this Immor. He's got all the information. Charco doesn't get a kill, and Immor misses the first kill. Doesn't actually allow him to get it. Makin now in towards water. He has to be the savior right now, and he is not. Immor, no, 26-19. He wins them the game. Eternal Fire, they're on 16. They get the comeback, and I need my water. GG's in chat, and oh my god, and more. He made it very close towards the end. He almost whiffed that 1v2. It should have been a 2v2. He didn't kill the player on site. But oh my god, that was the most unreal series I think I've seen in a while. Eternal Fire, they came back. They'll go 1-0 in this Swiss series. And we'll see Los Reyes going 0-1. My name has been Freddie or Grimmy right now. You can see my Twitter up here. I won't be seeing you the rest of this main stage. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys later.